we left off, you guys had returned from the vampire lair very narrowly, um, but you guys did manage to kill the person in charge of the Eastern Baronies armies, narrowly preventing them from becoming under the control of a vampire lord. Having returned to the kingdom, you kind of saw Leon had a bit of a crisis of faith. And after a heartfelt discussion with him, he asked, oh, and of course, after accepting your resignation to Mayus,
Yep.
he asked you all to meet him down by the dock in the morning for one final job before Timaeus' resignation goes into effect. You wake up, it's now brisk winter, the warmth of summer having long since faded, and as you wake up and mill about the fortress, you see it's surprisingly empty. Usually there's dozens and dozens of soldiers milling about, practicing drills, getting into formation. Now it just seems to be the core shopkeepers.
Mm.
It's eerily quiet.
This is
Suspicious.
a weird situation.
Uh,
There's no benefit here.
Tobias is also not training. He's probably going to be with Althea talking about religion or informing her of his decision to resign and how it gives him more freedom to do what he thinks is right rather than what he's told to do.
Okay, we'll get back to that in a second because I would want to have that conversation. Does anyone else have anything they want to roleplay first before we get into the meat of it?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
I'd like to roleplay me reading the postcards I got from the various dragons I found in the mines. Like come down, tell me what good job I did.
Yeah, they're giving you like, call me back. Here's my return address. One of them's got like a bit of lipstick on it, but where it's a dragon, it just covers half the paper. They've got it in like A3, man. It's crazy.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Not so much the role player part, but I might as well dip Harper's fabulous toes into the coins and such because he's not used any of them so far.
Okay.
And I do have over 1,000 gold chilling in my account.
It does remind me,
Okay.
Tobias is still waiting on his fabulous new wardrobe from Harper.
I
can I do
suppose
shopping
it's
spree?
fair to say that it's been busy in
That's fair.
character recently. So to be fair, I think I can buy him some time with that.
I mean,
Actually, wait, can I do some shopping?
well, there's not really much of a shop. There's the only thing that really exists is at least here that you can buy. It's either weapons and armor or the tokens.
And remind me
see
how
if
the
you-
tokens work again.
So they're like they're bonuses that you add onto weapons that stack with themselves, and you can swap them out and get cool effects. So
Only
like
if
Connor
the
has
I
weapon
think
two
I'll
fire,
like to buy a couple of tokens.
Only if your weapon has
'Cause,
slots in it.
which it does.
Just making sure.
Where was the thing that had all the information for that? I'm just
I
trying
mean,
to-
I've got it
pinned under-
favorited.
It's pinned under
That's their
Silent King.
weapon mods. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have my rapier of gold, which is just a rapier made out of solid gold.
Oh,
The
Chris,
best thing about it is that it's
uh,
an actual functional weapon.
no, the token of gold made it look like it was made out of gold, but it also, made enemies turn into gold. Currently, I think Josh stole that.
Yeah, that's a good
did.
point.
Yeah.
Okay, Josh has my rapier.
No, he
No,
has
he
the
has your
token.
token.
You have your rapier, but it's no longer made of gold because the coin was taken because you weren't here.
No, that's fair.
If you want the coin back, you'd have to ask Rivik, but I don't know where he is.
Oh,
There
yeah,
we
do
go.
I get a vampire's worth of gold? Oh, fuck, no, he didn't die, did he?
He
Damn.
didn't die. No, he
I don't
turned
think you
into a
killed-
cloud of
I don't
mist
think-
and poofed away
I don't
like a
think
fart
you
in the wind.
specifically killed anyone there.
Damn.
I think you dealt a lot of damage, but you didn't get any, final kills.
Yeah.
Understood.
I killed someone there.
No, but
You did.
that's good. Where's the gold?
Anyway,
I will
so
go with let's see, the token of spells.
what weapon did you have?
I can't even... He has never swung his weapon since I've introduced into the campaign.
Or do you want to
you
could do it into
plug
your
it into your armor? Yeah.
That was also one thing I was looking at. I can't remember what even is my weapon.
Probably
I have a
or-
mace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a mace. I've never swung it, but I have one.
Let's look at token of spells.
Is there a list of those various tokens that exist?
Yes, it should be pinned. It's pinned in the Silent King
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So
that's
you can
the
either
point.
you can take the first level of Weapon of Spells, but that just allows it to become an arcane focus and ignore semantic and
Okay,
material
I see
component.
it.
It's Warcaster basically, or Warcaster without the advantage. Or if you add it to your armor, you can just get the advantage on saving throws to maintain concentration. So it's up to you which one you want to pick.
If I have the gold, would I be able to get both?
That would be
That'd be
so it's
1750, wasn't it? Because it's
yeah,
it's
1,750.
Yeah.
No, we'll go with the armor then, because I'm going to be more likely to make use of
Okay,
saving.
So
How much
what-
will that be costing me?
750.
Okie dokie.
What armor do you have?
1 moment.
Half plate, right?
Probably.
Normal
I have a
7.
chain shirt.
Ooh.
Okay, you actually have half plate.
Ah, look at you having half plate.
I mean, you do have proficiency with medium armor, right?
I'll assume so. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I
you have
don't
half
think I
plate.
wouldn't. Okay.
Am I
Forgot
having
you
a
weren't here when we
stroke, or do I not see the pricings? I know what they are, but I would have thought they'd be
Oh,
written
no, you
down here.
No, I feel like I forgot to write them down. Either
That's
way,
all right.
it's not going to matter very shortly.
Because we're never going to come back here again.
Question: don't life clerics get proficiency with heavy armor?
No,
do.
they don't. They don't. All clerics now can do
Oh,
if
right.
they take a certain type of cleric. But
Yes.
Chris didn't. He
No.
took Thaumaturge, not Protector.
Ironically, so did I, because I already had everything Protector gave me.
Oh yeah. Anyway, so yep, Chris, you've managed to get yourself a token of spells with Frisia very happily handing that over. Does anyone else have anything they want to buy, talk to, say?
So when you say
I
I
would
can have, I've got half
to
plate armor.
get.
You've got half plate with a slot. You would have got that way early. I think we just forgot to mention it.
So my rapier has 1 slot, correct?
It has 3.
3.
Okay, how about my
Went
token
up
of many
by 2.
fashions?
So what would you like?
Does my
What would you
token
like
of many fashions have any slots or no?
to? No. So your armor, you don't wear armor, so you can't use that.
Okay, then in that case, for all the slots in my rapier, I'd like to fill them with tokens of spells if I can get 3 of those.
That's gonna
Be a
cost
lot.
you 1,000. So it'd be 750. Then 1,200.
3,250 gold pieces.
That's it.
I have 50 gold pieces.
You can afford
You
none
can't
of it.
You can't get one.
You can't afford anything.
Shit.
Oh, wait, it's backpack.
That's what I was talking about, because I had over 1,000 sittings. I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
might as well spend it.
Yeah.
How much is each token?
It's 750
Depend-
gold for the first one. That's first one as a group collective. Then it's 1,000 gold for the second, and then it's 1,500 gold for every token after that.
Right, so 1,500.
Well, that just became a lot stronger.
So the only ones that will cost 1,000 gold right now is gold, spells, and projectiles.
Well, spells just cost 1,000.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Those 3 cost
Yeah.
1,000 because we've already got one of each.
Anything
Yeah.
other. Once you get one of those, and second one of each of those,
Yeah.
it's going to be 1,500.
I will
to
say,
each.
I have a shitload of +1s, and while I am using all of them, I am willing to give some to others if you can't afford a token and you don't have any, or you want what +1 specifically.
No, it's fine. I'll just rely on my spells.
So you are a sorcerer.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. You're not
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Right, I'm
I just
So
wanted
we
it
all-
because I thought, make my spells more likely to actually hit, which would be good.
I think the spells are more meant for Sonya, who's a bit more of a gish than pure spellcaster. Anyway, so if everyone's done buying, Nick, you are in the you walk into the chapel where Althea is located.
Mhm.
You see her looking out of the window towards the sea.
Nice view.
Hardly. She motions you to come closer.
I do. I'll sidle up beside her and look out the
She,
window.
I say this isn't the sea. This is a rather large river that extends southwards towards the Southern Bay. And as she points, you see parked in the docks near to the fortress is a frankly enormous man of war. What the hell is happening here?
Well, I'm no sailor, but that thing does not look like it's a peaceful vessel.
Hardly. I'm scared.
Me too.
I don't. Hey, you've come far, and you'll have Harper next to you as you through whatever happens next.
Well, I
He's a
don't
wise
know.
man.
Depends really on what the future even holds for me.
There's only one way to find out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Harper has sworn the same oaths that I have. He has studied a lot more than I have, and he's a lot more well practiced in the law of the Church of Life than I would be. If anyone's going to keep you on the straight and narrow between him and a high paladin of the Church of Order, you're in good hands.
I'm glad for your faith because it is certainly more than my own currently.
She looks back up towards the man of war. Faith is all that we have.
Faith is all well and good, but faith without action kind of amounts to nothing. Sometimes you've got to just go out and do something, anything.
She nods, and you see her hand tighten around the handle of the mace strapped to her hip. Remember that you always have a friend here. And not just me. Frisia, Revis, hell, Kit, probably.
Kit's great.
I wonder where he is.
Last time I saw him, he was shaking nervously. So, you know, same as usual.
Yeah. Just anyway, I need to get back to polishing my armor.
For what? You
Gonna
don't
look
use it.
fabulous.
You know, you could always come with us.
She looks at you, actively insulted.
I grin at her, clearly joking.
Anyway, she's going to rest a hand on your shoulder. Be safe.
We'll see. But what's the worst that could happen? I'm one mission from retirement.
Good luck.
Thank
So
you.
we all agree Nick is going to die, right? He said the fated words.
No, it's fine. I can't die. I've got a loving family waiting for me back home in my home village and a best friend who I'm going to go see right now, Maximilian. Where is that? Where's my guy?
Oh, Maximilian got moved up north several.
Shit, I'm going to write him a letter.
Remember? So you can't die
Oh,
yet.
waiting for you. You've never actually said those words that always lived in your heart, but after this one mission, you're going to finally admit your true feelings to her.
Who? What?
What?
I only heard half of your sentence, Peter.
I said, do you also have a girl at home who you've never confessed your true feelings to?
Oh,
but after
yeah.
this one mission, you're going to finally be brave enough to
Exactly,
do so.
absolutely, yes. That thing.
Childhood best friend who you never quite forgot about.
I never knew Althea when I was a child. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Nah.
But no, you know Nick's in the clear because we haven't actually fleshed out his parents yet. Once
No,
that
exactly.
happens-
I need to have at least one heartfelt reunion with them before I die horribly.
Okay, so if no one has anything
not
else
out.
they'd like to do,
I think I'm all
last chances.
Well, hang on,
all
let me
good.
just check one last
Okay.
thing.
I'm waiting for the hard shit to hit.
I'm ready to go.
Can I have
Okay.
Brendan mulling over the conversation we had yesterday as well, plus
of course.
staring long at our group photos, group portraits. Sorry.
Okay, so after grabbing Brendan and dragging him away from a massive pile of photos, how did you even get those? By the way, cameras don't exist.
He's a very good sketcher.
Okay, you guys make your way down to the docks. As you do so, you see that this man of war that has been casting a long shadow over the landscape around it is currently being loaded with men and men and men, more men that were at this fortress. This looks like several
Harper's excited.
battalions of soldiers.
Yeah, what a sausage fest.
I'm gonna bash my fucking skull into the wall, Chris.
You can't say that.
I didn't.
This is-
Hang on, I'm confused. What did you say, Chris?
Harper's excited when he
Oh,
said
right.
there's just lots of men being brought.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is more than one battalion's worth of soldiers. This looks like several groups which have all been brought together and are being packed onto this boat.
Oh, do I recognise any of them? Because I obviously served in the 1st battalion.
Tell you what, we'll give it a go. Currently none you recognise.
Oh,
There has been oh my fucking
sad
God.
soldier noises.
Maybe later, who knows? But for the minute anyway, it's
do we-
free.
I'm pretty sure we see that. Do you see that group rolling up?
You do not see that group. These are all men dressed in armor, not scantily clad in arseless chaps. So anyway, as you get to load onto the boat, Harper, you see a familiar-looking figure. She towers over the other men that are loading onto the boat, with a great axe resting on her shoulders. This is Princess Lithyra, the one who you met, the rest of you, earlier on when you travelled to the northern front, to the eastern front, and the one who Harper met when she rescued him from the northern rebels. As she looks at you and smiles. Ah, if it isn't the little pup, as she reaches down and ruffles your hair. How are you doing, son?
Babes, it's good to see you. Oh, I'm doing fabulous. Oh, I'm literally so happy right now. How are you doing?
I'm doing quite well. Leon tells me that you found your teeth, that you managed to get revenge on those northern dogs when you went to the Arcanum Stronghold.
Well, I can't take all the credit myself. I've got a great crew of people with me.
They're capable, I will say that. But come on, it must have felt good.
Well, I don't like to take pride in another person's pain, but there was justice served, so
You'll
we
learn.
can call it a good day.
You'll learn. There's still plenty of time yet. Anyway, I think Leon was looking for you on board in the captain's quarters.
Oh, maybe maybe he really enjoyed my practical joke.
Is that the one with she points to Rivik? That one with that one?
Yeah, I
He did mention it.
I think everyone's enjoying it.
Leon doesn't have much.
Fucking glares at him from a
Yeah.
distance.
Tobias
Leon doesn't
immediately has him in a full Nelson. Calm, Rivik, calm. It's okay.
He's holding him by the scruff in case he lunges.
Yeah, Leon doesn't have much of a sense of humor at the minute, but I'm pretty sure I found it funny, if nothing else.
Well, is he looking for just me alone, or?
No, all of you, I think. I'm not sure. I tell you what, if you want to mill about a little bit, I think I need to speak to him first anyway. We're in for a treat. As she turns around and boards the vessel.
Did anyone else feel a shiver run down their spine when she said the word treat? No?
Not me. I love a good treat.
I raised Brennan raises her hand.
He gets it.
Treat?
Oh, I have a bad feeling about this.
T-R-E-A-T.
No. He goes,
Right. I tell you what, we'll give it another spin on the die just to pad up time, because why not? God damn. Yeah, no. Oh, wait. As you are boarding the vessel, Timaeus, you feel like you recognize a familiar figure. One of the men who served under you during the first company. He's boarding the vessel. He looks old compared to all the other men that are here. Most of them are fresh-eyed young recruits, maybe in their late teens, early 20s. This man seems like more of a veteran. You see him now having the pin of a captain.
ooh. Wait, that means he's a higher rank than me.
Oh yeah, you mean you left before you got?
No, that's
before you
fair.
could get
No, I'm just gonna go.
Yeah. You can make
First
a name
Battalion,
for it.
Vivat Rex, and I slam
like-
to a salute.
It's like instinct as his hand comes up to his head. Do you want to give a name for this guy?
Well, I'll be damned if it isn't. What rank was he before? Private? We'll say private. If it isn't Private Jonathan, a captain.
Oh my god! I thought you died.
Only on the inside, son. Only on the inside.
You and me both, son. As he comes up and full-on
Yeah.
predator handshakes. Oh,
All right, I want to fully. If we're doing predator handshake, I want a strength check against this guy. I want to make sure he hasn't let
fuck
himself
it,
go.
let's go.
Athletics or strength?
Athletics.
Fantastic.
He rolled a 17.
That's good for him. I rolled more than that at 24.
Yeah. Christ, you crush a bit of his spine. You feel like a disc pop back into place.
What's the matter? You're that
what?
captaincy paperwork making you go soft?
As he pushes you back a little bit and says, I'm surprised a lieutenant can put up that much force.
Well, you know.
How comes you haven't been promoted yet? You were the best of us.
Officially, I retired.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
went
like
and
you.
did some monster hunting work. Yeah, there's a whole story behind it. I won't get into the details, but I've been serving in my own way.
I mean, if you retired, then what are you doing here?
Monster hunter work. Officially.
Nice.
I'm not even going to have you roll deception against him. He just instantly knows that's bullshit.
Oh, yeah, well, Tobias
Yeah.
isn't trying to fucking lie.
Yeah. Wait. I mean, that doesn't. What monsters, mate? We've cleared out
Military
everything from here to the-
intelligence, son. You know how it goes.
Oh, you're a white sheet now.
Couldn't say. And I gave him
All
a
right,
look.
all right. Well, it's my far be it from me. Far be it from me. I'm just a captain after all.
Hey, man,
Ugh.
technically, you outrank me. So, as long as you don't order me to do anything that the prince doesn't want me to do, for at least
Oh.
this mission, I will
say
salute
hit
and
the
say
deck.
yes, sir.
I say hit the deck and give me 20.
I do 21 arm push-ups just to show off.
All right, you didn't have to do that, did you?
Didn't have to, sir. Chose to. Meet my new team, by the way. We're called the Last
Oh!
Resort.
What is his name, by the way, Nick?
I called him Jonathan. I didn't
Captain
say a
Jonathan.
last name, so
No,
you can make it
it's,
whatever the fuck you want.
Pleasure to meet you, Captain Jonathan. As he extends a hand, your leader here. He was a good soldier back in the day, the best of us, bravest man I ever knew.
Makes me sound like I'm either old or dead. This
You
is
are old.
this. I can still whoop your ass, son. Look, this is Brendan. That
I give
scowly.
him
Oh, God.
cheery wave. As
Paladin, you have esteemed company.
Don't I know it? That scowly one over there is Rivik.
He looks friendly.
Continues to scowl.
Then this ball of sunshine here is Harper.
Gives like a
Oh.
really gay salute.
One second.
Why, hello there,
Harper,
Silver.
roll a charisma check for me.
Oh no.
Oh, here we go.
Performance.
I give you guidance.
Yay.
What did you get, Harper?
Sorry, I always forget I need to load up my phone to do dice rolls because
Of course.
PC for
Oh,
some reason
we're
does it
asking
really slow. Do you say straight charisma?
Just straight charisma.
I am giving you guidance.
So it is a
18.
17
It's an 18.
plus the guidance roll.
He's already done the guidance roll. It's an 18.
Oh, yep, so 18.
Look at you. Huh. He's going to look at you and say, it's weird. Clerical life in the Navy?
There's probably some pun I can make about that, but regardless,
I'm trying to figure out what's the best way.
there's going to be
sentence to say here.
something there, but I don't know
You
what
are
it
in
is.
you are in the Navy, aren't you, mate?
Oh, I get it.
Well, I've always had a soft spot for the Navy, but I'm
In the name.
not a usual.
It's a good place to,
I'm not
it's
a
good
usual
place to be.
participant.
Harper's never been in the Navy for real, but plenty of Navy have been inside him.
And, and
Anyway,
who's this?
next
this
to
lovely
next to
lady?
Harper here, this suspicious-looking one, that would be
So many seamen.
no, the shifty-looking one, that would be Esmeralda.
No, I'd hardly say shifty.
Yeah,
She
you
looks-
wouldn't.
Doctor Esmeralda.
Oh yes, of course. My apologies.
Well, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. It's always good to have a doctor on board. Well,
Indeed.
better to have a cleric, but doctor's a good.
Oh
good
wow!
second.
Why did it just insult her to her face?
Yeah,
Esmeralda's just going to pull out a little book and cross her name off twice.
Oh. Anyway, and
And-
finally, this here is Johnny.
Johnny. Huh. You know,
It looked like a
You could-
corpse. So
you
do
could,
with that
you
what
could
you
gain
will.
a, you could. You've been eating right, son. He doesn't. He doesn't talk much.
Oh, him.
What?
To be
Sorry, I
honest,
missed
don't know.
that.
He
Sorry, you
said,
cut off for a
do
second.
you eat much, son?
Do I eat much? I mean, what was the last time I ate?
You're reborn.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. When's the last time I ate?
Several years
I
ago.
mean,
probably.
it's been a couple months, I guess.
He's a
Either
weird
way.
one. Try not to let it bother you too much.
I'm not weird. I'm perfectly normal and average in every way.
Of course you
Either
are,
way.
friend. Of course you are.
I've got paperwork to get to, sadly. So, but once we start the voyage might be a couple of days. So once we get deeper in, come find me.
Absolutely.
I'm sure we have stories to tell.
Drinks and stories, and maybe I'd always be up for a spar if you want to show off to your men about how you can fight a lieutenant and lose again.
It's good to have you back, Timaeus. He's gonna nod.
Good to see you too,
he's-
Captain.
He's going to nod, and I am going to go for a piss in the meantime because
All right.
there's shit going on in my car at the minute. It's a
No
whole thing.
worries.
Yeah, back in a second.
Anyway, I turn to the others. Hi guys, how you doing?
Be good.
Oh,
be good.
I'm gonna like go meet some of the other people. Maybe do the YMCA with them.
Just let that happen. Refuse to question. When on the ship is now called Rome. When on Rome.
I was in Rome once.
Oh yeah.
Nice guy.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, bought me dinner.
I bet he did. Rome wasn't
Yikes.
built in a
Esmeralda's just
day.
gonna
He went to the
watch
gym a lot.
this mating performance and be like, I don't want to be here.
That is curious, actually. Does Esmeralda do romance, or is she very much asexual, aromantic?
If there's a purpose to it.
Because I know you were
Yeah.
sort of with what's his face, Sebastian, for 15 minutes, and you liked him somewhat. But I don't know if that was actually just you liked him.
It was literally just somewhat.
Fair enough.
It's like,
Her equivalent
if-
of flirting.
yeah, if he hits up again, then Esmeralda will be like, fine, time to get the juices flowing. But that's about it.
Aw, that you couldn't have phrased that more squeamishly.
Oh. So Esmeralda's not asexual. She's just really, really apathetic towards it.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Hmm.
Right, so dragging Harper away from the small corner of shirtless men in leather chaps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Weird as they weren't shirtless and wearing leather chaps before he went over there.
Yeah, they weren't. You head towards the captain's quarters. How do you guys want to enter?
With a knock.
The knock. You don't hear a response.
Do we wait or?
Is anyone nearby, like the room or?
Oh, the longer it goes on, the more and more people are crammed onto the deck. You see some beginning to head to the lower holds, but yeah, there's tons of people nearby.
All right.
So I
I'm
just
out-
very
want to turn to one and be like, anyone know if the captain's gone anywhere?
If you mean the captain, or do you mean Leon?
They're
Ah,
the
I
same
mean Leon,
thing
sorry.
here, but
I mean, no, he's been in there all day.
okay. I'm going to open this door, and if there's some kind of trouble, you guys all owe me 20 gold, and I open the door before
As
they
you
can
open it-
object.
You hear Lethyra speaking first. A brief whisper of the tail end of a conversation. She says, "You're putting a lot on this. You sure it's worth the risk?" And as the door opens fully, you see Leon look towards you as he says, "We'll have to see." Lethyra smiles as you six enter the room. But Leon, as he has been for the past couple of weeks now, looks at you with a stone-faced, blank expression. But as he motions for you to come in.
We did knock.
I heard. Please, take a seat. Lethyra, if you wouldn't mind giving us a moment. I need to speak to these fine folk privately. Whatever you say, little bro. As she is going to ruffle his head, like she did to you, Harper. But Leon seems in a lot less, positive spirits about this than you were.
The moment she leaves, I'm like, little bro, I thought you were the eldest.
I am.
Bye, honey.
Tomas is
She's
visibly
just
confused.
she's just physically bigger than him.
Ah, okay.
Right. The door shuts behind you, and Leon looks over, very slowly studying you, one by one. As he does so, you feel the ship demore, it's let loose into the ocean, set sail.
Set sail.
One more.
Set sail, yeah, unmoor. As you begin drifting down the river.
Drive away.
Float away. Float away.
He stops, breathes deeply, and speaks. We're sailing east. Before what comes next, I believe I owe you all a degree of honesty. The casualties on the Eastern Front, under the stewardship of my brother, Prince Olan, are now beginning to reach into the thousands. Thousands of our men, husbands, brothers, sons, and fathers, all lost for absolutely nothing It's senseless, and my father and the administration have had nothing to say about this pointless sacrifice. The borders haven't moved, yet men still die. I've sat idle for weeks, made worse by your recent revelation about the baronies and their army. The southern and northern fronts have long since reached the ocean, yet the administration has refused our efforts to remobilize troops. I have been trying for an eternity to placate them, to trust in their plans, but I refuse to sit idly by while our kingdom, my empire, collapses under its own weight. I've been in talks with Princess Athyra and the new Archmage Dariah. We believe that between the new developments in the Arcanum, both that of flesh and, as you saw, of machine, and the weakness in my brother's and my sister's armies, that we have the means to take control of the battle ourselves. We will see that the true mission of our kingdom is complete, and that no more lives are needlessly sacrificed to a bureaucracy that refuses to justify its own existence. I need to be candid with you. When we land, we will be declaring war against Prince Olam. We will be declaring war against Princess Madison. We will be declaring war against the churches. We will be declaring war against the administration. We will be declaring war against my father. But between our armies and the mechanical might of the Arcanum, we have the potential to shape a new world, to reforge this kingdom, divorced from the collapsing web of alliances and politics that have stopped me from doing what I was always meant to do. You've served me well. If it wasn't for your service, your insights, your loyalty, I would not be in the position I am now. With this in mind, I feel an obligation to allow you the chance to step aside. While I want to have you all by my side to build a new world from the ashes of what came before, you have earned the right to decide your own fate. He stands. I will give you a moment to discuss next steps amongst yourselves. If you have any questions or have reached a decision, you may find me on the bow. And without hearing anything you might have to say, he exits the room.
God damn.
Well, that was a downer.
Well, that's the Lich's
That is a lot.
thing.
That is a terrible situation. Holy shit. All right,
the way,
first of all, let's get this out the way. Brendan, are you okay, man?
But you can see Brendan has gone catatonic.
Yeah, that tracks. Kind of saw that one coming.
Brendan basically heard Jesus declare war on God.
Yep. Starting to think Jesus might be Lucifer, but, you know, we'll see. Samael's about to get a backhand. All right, let's break this down. We have 3 main issues. The first is, do we follow Leon? Because doing so will put us at odds with everybody. The second question is, if we do side with Leon, do we also side with the Arcanum and then fucking war machines?
I got a question.
Go on.
Why has Leon decided that this is the option of declaring war?
Well, basically, he's been trying for months, possibly years, to try and get what he believes is right done through the bureaucracy and been stonewalled for whatever reason. Now, regardless of what those reasons are, he has declared that the only way to do what he thinks is right is to basically muster as many people as he can and just force the issue using violence. Regardless of whether that's right or wrong, it is kind of true. What were you saying, Blake?
So between him and Lythira, he has half of the incrementist and stabilist under his control.
Yeah. So theoretically, it is possible. With the added benefit of the war machines, it's damn near certain, because nothing the other 2 armies have could match even a handful of those things. But, and it's a big ass but here, I feel like the loss of life is going to be damn near prohibitive. We're going to have to fight against people, men and women, who have sworn to serve this empire and whose only crime is believing in the cause. People, effectively, who are me. We are going to be killing people who are essentially just me in a different life.
By the way, right now Brendan has given you his hammer, Timaeus, and he is sitting at the farthest point from the door.
I will put the hammer on the desk because I don't know what to do with it. And I'm just going to leave you to that because Timaeus is having his own problems right now.
He hands it to Rivik, and Rivik damn near drops it immediately.
Hold this for me. Boom. Okay. Harper, this is going to be, as he said, a war against the churches. That includes ours. How do you feel about that?
Well, I'll be honest, I'm not normally one that's lost for words, but yeah, I might be a little bit on this one.
And Esmeralda, this is going to involve us working alongside those blasted war machines that both me and you have problems with.
I must be honest, my thoughts are elsewhere. Rather than the outlying effort of this war, I am thinking of which side is going to be most accepting of me and my mistress.
That's fair. I won't judge you for that. Considering who else is in our group, I look over at Rivik, that is a question more than one of us needs to ask.
I'd like to say something.
Go ahead, Johnny.
Well, it seems to me that you definitely have some problems fighting with the guy. Fight against people who are basically in another life. Fighting besides the horrible war machines, worrying about acceptance. Now me, my choice is simple. I go where the money is. I like money. But you know, I also like you guys. So I'm going to tell you this. Go for the path that's going to make you the most happy. Or at least the least miserable. Life is painful. It's short. I should know. I've experienced it. So you got to make the most of it. So what do you think is right? What do you think you can live with? That's the choice you go for. And either way, I'll follow you. As long as there's money at the end.
Wise words, Johnny. I think no matter which side you pick, you're going to get paid. Both Leon and the king have cash. So, no worries.
I know. That's why I'm telling you. Do what makes you the most
Also,
happy.
like,
And I'll follow you.
every inch of every church is covered in gold. The churches are minted.
Yeah, but if I
More so than the Arcana, maybe.
If I catch anyone literally stripping down a church for gold, I'm going to stab them. But regardless,
I mean, sure, but you know when the sack eventually happens, because sacks always do in these kinds of conflicts. I'll be rescuing the gold so that way some horrible, immoral, godless person doesn't take it for themselves.
Yeah, we'll figure that out later. Look, at the end of the day, let's not overcomplicate this. We have a pretty binary choice right now. Side with Leon or don't. Everything else we can figure out later. I personally
think it's pretty clear that you don't.
I believe in Leon. And maybe if he wins this, he can get the power required to deal with my other problems. Whereas if I side with the kingdom, it's the exact same thing, killing soldiers just on the other team. But even if we win, it's just more of the same. More of an absentee king, an administration that doesn't seem to care or know what it's doing. The only thing that is preventing me from fully throwing in my lot with Leon is the Arcanum. I don't trust them. I flatly think that they are a greater evil than the evils we have been dealing with.
Which ones are the Arcanum again?
They're the ones that made the war machines.
Oh, okay, then.
And they're also the ones that make Rivik twitch whenever I say their name.
I have an opinion.
I would like to listen to it.
Boys, perhaps if we side with Leon until the fight is won, then we focus on the wrongdoings of the Arcana. We end the poor side of this kingdom, aid Leon in taking charge and righting the wrongs, and then we end the Arcanum.
Okay. I'm tentatively on board with that. But I don't understand why we need to go against the other members of the royal family. Olaf was it Olaf? Prince Olaf?
Olan.
Olan was very vocal about his disagreements with His Majesty. This seems like something that he would agree with. He didn't want to be put in this position.
Perhaps we must defeat his army, who is really under the control of those other elders. Once we reach Olan, convert him to our side.
I do want to point out to you, Rivik, as well. By this point, you would know that the only thing that's keeping the Arcanum in check is the churches and the administration.
Cool.
If they've done this
Fuck
much
them up.
under their supervision, well,
I think that's just
I
basically
think
we should
Rivik's
check the claim.
not.
Because that is a thing. We would be basically be handing the keys to the Arcanum for freedom.
Not if we kill the Arcanum afterwards. To be
Yeah, so that's
blunt,
by that point, it might be too late.
This is a fair point. Is there a possible way we can set ourselves up as a third side? Because I think we can get the church. No, listen. Seriously.
Listening.
I think we can get the churches on our side. I think we can talk to the churches and we can get them away from the kingdom to help us. Because the church's morals are more important to them than any kingdom. Their beliefs, their structures. I mean, look at Harper and Brendan. The two of you have belief systems so strong that even I don't fully understand them, and I'm trying to fucking become one of you. If we can get the church
Perhaps
on
if
our side...
we,
Sorry, go ahead, Rivik.
perhaps if we ask Leon for a longer period of amnesty to give us 24, 48 hours, we could get in touch with the churches, see what kind of arrangements we can make. And if not, we pick a side.
Well,
That might just depend on how far it is our journey is going to be.
thing is, we're already on the ship and the ship is moving. Regardless of what we decide, we're stuck on the ship until we get to our destination.
I have a question.
Go on.
Do you think Leon if Leon is splitting this and he's starting a war, well, what about the other enemies we have yet to conquer?
You mean the vampires?
The Northern Front.
Northern Front is less of an issue than the Eastern. The Eastern
Plus
is where
the-
the vampires are. It's where the consolidation of power is. I think the Northern is rather uneventful right now, if I'm honest.
What about the Flesh Cult?
Wasn't that also in the East?
I thought that was Northern.
The flesh cult is everywhere. And you also did notice that Leon did just say the development in flesh and machine.
Oh, shit! Are the flesh... Oh, of course.
I didn't know.
Right, because obviously the Arcanum also got our hands on a flesh... Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no. Do you think the
Battering
Arcanum has
ram?
been...
I'll explain.
Do you think the Arcanum has been behind the flesh cult this entire time? That they've been doing these experiments, and once they had it perfected enough, they needed to hand it over to the kingdom, or at the very least over to themselves more publicly. That's why that flesh mob just surrendered itself to me. And then we handed it over to them so they could then add it to their arsenal officially.
Oh no, I remember this. I was there for this.
Oh, shit.
And
Okay.
with them convincing Leon and them also being bureaucrats slowing down, they have effectively split the kingdom in two.
Shit. Thus, halving the only power strong enough to give them pulls. All of this is literally a ploy by the Arcanum to gain power. Do any of you have magic that can send messages over distance?
That's
Might
not-
do. Give me a
I
second.
think I do.
That's usually fifth circle spells.
Sending a message. These are all spells that exist. I will accept a fucking carrier pigeon at this point.
I can hand deliver it.
I have Phantom Steed.
What does that do?
Makes a
Seahorse.
ghost horse.
Does it have a duration?
1 hour.
Yeah, that's not going to be enough.
My steed only only has telepathy for a mile.
I don't think I have access to the spell in general, let alone prepared.
It's
For all
usually
intents and purposes, it looks like you guys are stuck on the ship.
I think we need to get.
Oh, isn't that
have a proper talk with
convenient, Mr.
Leon.
DM?
This is a problem. This is a real problem. Because if we side with Leon fully, we lose. The Arcanum will gain too much power. No one will have to stop them. They'll blindside everyone. They will gain power, and we cannot allow that. If
Well, I
we
have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Do you think Leon is a good man?
Yes.
Do you think Leon is a logical man?
Too logical.
I would.
If we were to talk him through your theory and the reasons why you believe it to be what it is, because from my understanding of Leon, he doesn't seem the type to want to go towards, doesn't seem the type to want to lose lives. So if there's a way, a path forward that doesn't involve that,
If this was
take it,
Leon from a
especially
few
coming
months
from you.
ago, I would agree with you. But right now, he is a man under so much pressure and stress. He is so desperate that I think if we went to him with what we have, he will tell us that we will use the Arcanum's power for now, and then he will look into it once we have control. By that point, it'll be too late. But I think
don't
Leon.
you owe it to yourselves and to him to at least try to have faith in? Told me you had faith in him.
I'm willing to
I think you owe
try,
it to yourselves.
but we need a contingency plan because we cannot allow the Arcanum to succeed. Even if the only I'm going to be straight with you. The only contingency plan that comes to mind is we go to Leon, we do our best, and if he
fails,
if he fails,
I have a
exactly.
spell.
Well, if we are not charming the prince. The last thing we need is for
Not to charm him.
What's your spell?
I have a spell that can allow you to take the guise of another, take the guise of Leon, disrupt
I am not a good
any
enough actor
plans
to do that.
or conflict.
Well, with his permission, I could cast a Zone of Truth so that we can know that everything he does say will not be a lie.
Might be an idea. But listen, at the end of the day, if all else fails, our best bet might literally just be to have us infiltrate the Arcanum, find its leadership, and cut the head off the snake. It might not achieve anything, but at the end of the day, it's the only solution I can think of that might work.
Why is Leon going to such an extreme for this though? Because
he's desperate.
I know, but we are also his squad. So I thought his most logical solution would is to send us behind the enemy lines on the eastern front, and that would solve itself.
If we were powerful enough to do that, I believe he would. But Brendan, we're not all powerful. We're strong. We are stronger than the average soldier by an order of magnitude. But Leon could kill any one of us in single combat, and he can't do what needs to be done. The fact is, we aren't strong enough to solve this ourselves. We don't have that level of power. That's why he's turned to the Arcanum. Or rather, maybe, that's why the Arcanum has the leverage to manipulate this. However it might be, power is the ultimate lever of the world, and right now we don't have enough of it.
And we would either way we would be chaining ourselves to the Arcanum.
Mm.
Because even if we don't side with Leon and go with bureaucracy, go with the Empire, the churches aren't unified, complete 100%.
I don't think it would matter even if they were. The churches kept the Arcanum in check to a point. But those war machines are the difference. And whatever bullshit they've managed to achieve with the flesh. The power the Arcanum have been gathering behind the scenes is the whole point of this. It is so that they can then shake free of the things that kept them in check before. I'm almost hesitant to ask this, but Esmeralda, do you think your mistress would be able to find information on the Arcanum that we don't have. She strikes me as the sort of person who would have spies everywhere.
Yes, she does.
Because if we can find out enough, maybe we can do more. But right now, we have not enough information.
Our biggest problem right now is that we are on a boat, and I have no way to reach her.
I was half hoping you had a sending stone or something.
No, but I can. If you give me time. Maybe do a spell or a ritual to allow us to run across the water. But it is a little bit suspicious.
It's also, you'd have to... I'm not sure you'd be able to do it and then come back and catch up the boat. Boats move quickly. Our best bet for now might be to talk to Leon in private, do our best to convince him to deal with the Arcanum immediately. But if we fail, say we'll side with Leon, stick it out for the time being, and use the extra time we'll get by doing that to come up with a secondary course of action, even if it is just contact whatever allies we have.
Tobias, I'm scared.
Welcome to the club, friend. But
I do
look on
not
the
want
bright
to go
side.
back to before the kingdom,
Go on.
before the empire, before the unity. I do not want that to happen again.
You might not get a choice, because no matter who wins this, I can't help but feel like it won't be the kingdom.
Well, it sounds like a talk with Leon is high on the cards in the near future.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys don't mind, I would like a quick 10 minutes to myself before we did that.
Of course. I think all of us need to take a moment to catch our breath and think. So let's meet back in this office in half an hour. We'll go over any last thoughts, and then we'll go and speak to Leon as a group. I don't want any one of us doing this on our own. Last thing we need is something going wrong because someone said the wrong thing.
Sounds good, darling.
I need to pay.
Blake, is there like a quiet area of the ship where I know I could go to?
This office is going to be completely empty when the others leave.
If everybody else is going to leave, then I would stay in this room
Okay.
for a moment. That's if everybody else is leaving.
What would you like to do in this room?
I would like to ritual cast Commune.
Okay. Let me get Commune up just so I can.
I can describe it. So you contact. You're gone.
It's fine. I can get it. I can get it.
Alright.
Commune 2024, because there's going to be mechanics in there that I need to understand. Yes or no before spell ends. Okay, carry on.
So yeah, I'll cast Commune. Need to think what I want to ask. Suppose I'll sort of sit down and start by going, fabulous deities for which I follow. I have a few questions. I will ask, do you believe taking part in this war to come helps the long-term preservation of life?
The sun seems to shine slightly brighter. Yes.
Interesting. From my understanding, if I'm to follow Leon, I have to side against the very church that I follow. Is this the sort of thing that's going to make you angry?
Going to make them angry. The candles in the room glow brighter. Yes.
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
Wow, shit.
You still have one more question.
Help.
If I
Question mark.
pretend... Help question. That's not a yes or no. Ask if pretend.
Oh, ask all your questions. Ask.
Ask if Rivik is a good boy.
Is
No, ask if banishing him was funny.
Can I?
Ask for the meaning of life.
That's also not a yes or no question.
No, wait, I have it. Ask him for the answer to the riddle of steel.
That's also not a yes or no question, Peter.
Let Chris have his moment, Peter.
We're buying time.
I'm still thinking how to word this last one, to be honest.
It's okay. Take
Just
your
shout Pumpernickel when you know the question. In the meantime,
time.
I still think
Hi guys.
I
How's
still think
everyone
asking
doing?
if the joke was funny would be the best question.
I mean, I can always cast it again with a 25% chance of not getting an answer.
You still have one question with a
Ask
guaranteed.
what is
answer,
best
so-
in life.
What part of yes or no question? Rule number 1, yes or no
Honestly,
question.
Peter,
Rule number
your
2,
lack of
fucking idiot.
grasping this spell is kind of legendary.
Come on,
If
Chris.
I was to side with Leon, will I be able to work
Potentially,
towards an outcome where the ends justifies the means?
Ooh.
The ship lurches unnaturally as you are nearly thrown from your chair. No.
Well, shit, that answers that question.
Sucks having a god.
It does, doesn't it?
Well, my
The god
hands
is gonna
just got
give-
tied.
The god is going to give their perspective above all else. You are your own man.
Is he though?
Well, yeah, that's my 3 questions.
Again, hard to answer from the perspective of a all-knowing being that isn't myself, that has its own agenda in the world as well. But it's the best that I can do.
Yeah, I mean, past that, like, obviously, considering I'm in the room, I think, are we meeting all back here anyway?
Yes.
Yeah, so at that point, I'll just sort of, I guess, reflect on those answers for the remainder of the time.
Okay, you've got 20 minutes to meditate. During that time, is there anything anyone else wants to do? As
Yes.
you leave and exit onto the deck, you can see that the bow at the front of the ship is empty, save for one armored figure with long brown hair looking over the waves in front of him, as you now cross into open ocean.
Sonia?
Anyway,
Esmeralda, I think, is going to cross-reference her own notes
Mhm.
on everything she's gathered so far about the Arcanum. And I think that Esmeralda is going to not exactly pick a side, but pick the best scenario and end goal that she wants, and that's destroying the Arcanum completely.
Mhm.
So,
make an intelligence check for me, just general.
15.
15. Analyzing what is there and what you do know. The idea of subterfuge, you know, especially given what you've seen was being a part of the last resort, subterfuge can be incredibly effective. It is a useful tool. But if your goal is destroying the Arcanum, is giving the Arcanum unlimited power and unlimited restraint to make themselves as strong as possible, you don't know whether or not that's the best bet to get to that goal.
Mhm.
But on the other hand, once this goes through and the war is declared, they're not going to have those restraints anyway. But to get the level of subterfuge that you would need to do, which would take months and months of work, versus all-out war, direct action, it's up for Esmeralda to decide what she wants to do with that.
I think Esmeralda is leaning ever so slightly against Leon, but like ever so slightly.
How does Riddick feel about this? He's been awfully quiet, apart from that one little monologue, which was rather indecisive.
Rivik would love. Tell you what, if the Arcanum were on the other side of this war, choice made immediately. I would love nothing more for Rivik than to fight against the Arcanum. But I don't want to fight against the Arcanum on a side against Leon. We've never met the king. I don't think Rivik has any respect or trust for the king. That's very much like I know Brendan is very like the king is God and there is also Jesus. And also Timaeus is his beliefs are based on the king being like this fucking sick guy that saved his village. But that feels, I think, to Rivik the same way as people being like Christianity and God is amazing and God exists. Like, yeah, you can tell me that, but I've not seen that happen.
And need I remind you of what the Arcanum did to you? How we are talking CIA black site doesn't have shit compared to what you went through. And Leon knows exactly what they did
Yes.
to you.
I think he doesn't like the Arcanum, obviously. But my thought process, and therefore Rivik's thought process, is that the best option here is to fight with Leon, put him in charge, and having been so close to Leon within recent months, Rivik stands the best chance of, if not changing the Arcanum and their methods of torture, to attempt to dismantle them.
So Rivik is willing to accept his chains with the understanding that there's a chance that they might come off.
Yes, I think if he sides against Leon, not only is he fighting against the only people recently that have been nice to him, but also
Would you describe the Arcanum as
would
being nice to you?
not the Arcanum specifically, but like Leon and but like Kit technically works for the Arcanum, but Kit's fine.
Frog guy,
The
yeah.
issues for Rivik are like further up the chain.
Hmm.
I think from his perspective, that is probably easier to deal with once Leon is in power. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. But
So we've
yeah,
got
because the churches are like not in charge of the Arcanum.
no, it's like a counterbalance.
Next to,
Yeah.
Adjacent with.
To be fair, the
I think.
administration is also next to slash. The whole
Oh, yeah,
point
also,
of the whole point of the covenant is that no one of the three is above the other. They are all keeping each other in check.
I
That's in
think,
theory.
yeah. Based on that, it's basically side with the Arcanum and destroy the other two, or side with the other two and destroy the Arcanum. But there is no promise that the other two are going to be any better than the Arcanum is, because once the Arcanum's gone, everything that they did, someone else is just going to have to do. I guess.
So we've got
Fuck
Chris,
the
who's got
Arcanum,
a
but not yet.
Chris has got a straight answer from his god. Sonia has logicked her way to a slightly less than neutral standpoint. Rivik is lost to the wind. How does Brendan feel about what's going on?
He's made a choice. He's made a choice.
Brendan has gone to the sky to contemplate.
He's killed himself.
No, he summoned his horse and flown.
Jesus Christ, man.
I didn't ask what Brendan was doing. I asked how he felt.
Brendan believes in order. Believes so much that he has attained power for it. This question has driven chaos to his order. Brendan truly loves Leon, not as the son of King Orim, the incarnation of Lauren. But because Leon is a good person, but order is his life, order is his God. Leon is asking Brendan to step aside to pick a side opposite of the one thing he has believed in so hard. Brendan feels that the Arcanum is just a corrupt machine that is turning out abominations for nothing but curiosity. It has taken something and turned it into nothing. The administration, he thankfully hasn't had to deal with. Churches are his life. If Brendan isn't convinced, he will leave. Because the order, he is going. Brendan loves Leon so much, but he has been corrupted, and he must see order again.
Okay. So, one by one, you make your way back to the captain's quarters. Your insights, your reflections, hopefully steering you towards, if not the good outcome, then at least the best. As you sit down, what does everyone have to say to each other?
Well, you know my stance. I've followed Timaeus this far. He's a pretty good leader. So I'll follow the lieutenant however far he wants to go. I get paid either way.
Smash is just going to nod back at you and then turn his
I
head.
give you a massive thumbs up and like a really creepy smile because again I'm made of dead body parts.
Yeah. All right. Does anyone have a particularly strong opinion they want to get off their chests before we start?
Yes.
Okay.
You and I both know the dangers of the Arcanum, and allowing them to stay in power is something I have decided that I do not want at all. And the likelihood of siding with Leon and the Arcanum deciding no, we now have ultimate power and do not want to be destroyed, and then trying to destroy them, is not a danger I am willing to partake in. So, I am preferring to side against Leon.
Okay. You've pretty much nailed my stance exactly. I don't particularly care who wins between Leon and the Kingdom. I can see both of them doing well. I can see both of them stagnating and achieving little. But regardless, the worst outcome of all is the Arcanum winning. Where I differ with you, however, is the course of action. I think our best bet is to, first of all, attempt to talk Leon out of working with them and focus on dealing with them first and foremost. But when that inevitably fails, because I have no faith that it will succeed, our best bet would be to pledge our allegiance with Leon for now, because it will keep us closer to the Arcanum in a better position to sabotage their efforts.
Agreed, actually.
So I think we should side with Leon, at least in word, even if not in action. What
I'm not
about-
the best at lying. Or subterfuge.
No.
Or doing most sneaky things.
I think we'll have to rely on our resident sorcerer for that kind of deceit. But for now, let's move on. Harper, you look like you've got strong opinions.
So he's sitting in the same spot that he was like when everybody left. And for the first time, there's not that sort of flamboyant nature to him. As he sort of looks up and says, I can't fight against the people that we're going to war with. I'm bound by my church.
Our church.
But I can't.
Well, if you follow our plan, you won't be. Technically speaking, you'll never side against them. At worst, we'll be able to get... at best, we can get Leon to see sense and stop this. But at worst, you'll still be working for your church on the side of your church, just with subterfuge, rather than in the open. Is that something you believe your God will accept?
I cannot partake in the war.
Well, that's a strong line.
If you refuse to partake in the war, if you step aside, I will not stop you. But all stepping aside does is force the onus of the decision on others. It is not a noble stance, and I will not pretend it is. Pacifism is never useful.
It's not out of a sense
True,
of pacifism.
but,
It's a sense of divine will.
Is it? What exactly gives you that impression? What happened in this room that has so sternly put you on this course?
Well, I don't like to toot my own horn, but I do know how to make contact with my deity.
Okay. And what did you
Our
ask?
deity.
No, Tobias has moved past that for the moment. And what did you ask?
I don't think it'd be appropriate for me to share full details of such a thing.
You think?
I wouldn't have done it in private if I didn't think so. But suffice to say that they weren't pleased at the idea of me siding with Leon and committing to a war,
Okay, but
especially against the church themselves.
again, I can't help but point out you would not be siding in the war, nor would you be going against the church. This plan specifically is the opposite of that. We will be siding with the church pretty much exclusively. The only thing I can't say is that there will not be fighting. We may have to fight, because if we don't, we will be killed.
I have a loyalty to you all as well, but my underlying point will be that I cannot raise a hand in aggression in a way that my faith will not allow.
Well, I will not try to convince you otherwise. Just... I need to know if you're going to come with us in any regard, or if this is where we part ways.
I will follow. I don't want to see such a beautiful group fall.
Well, I ask that you do what you can with what you feel you are able to do. Just hope that whatever you choose is something that you can live with. Or at the very least, die believing in.
He sort of just nods to that.
All right. Rivik, you're awfully quiet, which I know is kind of your thing.
I don't believe we have any good options here. But my thoughts are similar to yours and Esmeralda's. I do not wish to fight alongside the Arcanum. I do not wish for them to become even more powerful than they are now. But I feel that fighting by Leon's side will put us in a better position to dismantle them later on. There are no good options here.
Okay.
But at least by contract, by threatening of my own damn life, I am not permitted to fight for anyone else.
Okay. So you are on board with mine and Esmeralda's plan to stick with Leon for now and use this closeness to dismantle the Arcanum.
If that is at all possible, then yes.
Here's hoping.
I'd love nothing more than to see them fall.
All right. Brendan, I left you for last deliberately because regardless of what decision you make, you're going to be going against at least one of your gods.
There
I'm
is
not
no,
going to... Come.
there is nothing to do but stop this. There is no war going to happen, period. We're going to help the Eastern Front push back, and we are going to go back home. And then we are going to shut down that little black site. There is
When you
nothing
say you
else.
want to fight with... You said you want to fight with the Eastern Front.
The Eastern Front is collapsing, and that is why Leon has been in such error. And this is why this is happening. So if there's no problem on the Eastern Front, nothing will happen. Nothing has to change too much. We just need to make the bureaucracy work faster and shut down some black sites.
Brandon, my friend, I think you're overly optimistic. If the Eastern Front conflict is somehow resolved, somehow if this army that Leon has put together with his sister wins the fight against his other siblings, takes over the Eastern Front, solidifies it, deals with the vampire problem, all of that is going to cost resources, and all of that is going to end with the Arcanum swooping in with their war machines and taking over. And that is the best case scenario of this war. There's also the chance that throughout the fighting, Leon loses and vampires win. And we all know that's a bad thing.
You're assuming that vampires are going to be against Leon.
That's a good point and all. All I can say is if in the absence of a right side, all you can do is put yourself against whichever side you think is the most wrong. And to be quite frank, I think that is literally the Arcanus above everything else. Because to be fair, we know of the crimes they've done. Everything else is ambiguous. We don't know who's responsible for the Flesh Cult specifically. We don't know who's responsible for the problems in the Eastern Front specifically. We don't even know who's behind the vampire issue specifically. But we know sure as shit that the Arcanum have made war machines, have tortured people for information, have experimented on dragon eggs, for Christ's sake. Whoever Christ might be. For Nativus' sake. So, all I'm going to ask you, Brendan, is will you join me and the others in our fight against the Arcanum? Whatever that may take us.
Brandon will is going to pick up his hammer. Samias, will you join me on the deck?
Okay. We'll be back in a minute, guys. Talk amongst yourselves. I follow him up onto the deck. I want to see what he's on about.
You guys want to hop in a private chat with me, just so I can keep an eye out whilst the others discuss whatever?
It's up to them. I mean, do they want to listen or do they want to talk amongst themselves? You know,
It's up to them.
Oh, I'm going to just shut the fuck up and listen.
Yeah, no, we're cool. We're cool.
Okay,
I think
carry on.
everyone hears. Carry on, Connor. What do you want to talk about?
Timaeus, you remember the times before, don't you? Times before all this, before everything put together.
You mean before the kingdom, the empire? Yeah, I remember.
The chaos, the death, the wars.
There was some of that, but to be quite frank, it's not all that different now. The wars are just bigger and more localized. They're not as all-encompassing and all spread
Further away.
Yeah, sorry, that's
They're
right.
further away.
Yeah, bigger and further away, but they're still there.
And that's the whole point of the empire: to stop all these little wars.
But it's not, Brandon. The wars haven't stopped; they've just moved, and that's always going to be the case until or unless one power rules the entire world. And even then, civil wars will break out. The unhappy fact is, as long as two people exist on this planet, someone is going to want someone else dead. All we can do is minimize as much suffering as we possibly can. And I don't think a superpower is the way to do it. If one person is so unassailably powerful that they can bully their opinions onto everyone else, then it's only a matter of time before someone corrupt gets control of that power. Whether that be the kingdom, the arcanum, or hell, even the churches. The best of intentions burn when the hubris of mortals gets involved. Hell, we don't even know the deities on a personal level. For all we know, Nativus, sorry, I know I technically am part of your church, but work with me for the hypothetical here. I say this up to the sky. For all we know, Nativus is playing the long con, tricked everyone into thinking they're a goddess of life, when in actuality, it's all some long game to get a cult to take over the entire mortal realm for their power. We just don't know. All we can do is our best. Personally, I think actions speak louder than words, and so far, what I've seen from Nativus has been pretty on the level. And I trust Althea's judgment. Any goddess she's willing to dedicate her life to is going to at least get a passing eyebrow from me. So, as complicated this issue might seem, you have to just ask yourself, what course of action do you believe will do the most good? And then follow it. And if that takes you somewhere you thought you'd never be, so be it. Hell, if that takes you away from the last resort, so be it. But at the end of the day, it has to be a decision you can live with, because it's your life, nobody else's.
As you say this, you see a look of pure just confusion, dread, and everything just crushing Brendan at that very moment. Brendan has had only one goal entire life: to serve Lauren faithfully, to bring order to this chaotic world. And you see that crush, Brendan, right there.
Right.
It's always fun watching someone's worldview dissolve before my eyes. You know.
As the conversation breaks and Brendan falls into solemn silence before what is to come next, Timaeus, you feel that slight call that you gave to Nativus ring out. That understanding and acknowledgement of something bigger than yourself. You look over the deck as the winds sweep over the rolling seas that you are now stuck in. You look over at the men, the dozens and dozens of soldiers each of them with their own lives, their own passions, their own families. Sense of kinship swells within you. You gain heroic inspiration.
Woo! I loved all those performance-enhancing drugs.
Faith's a hell of a thing.
Yeah, regardless, I'm going to leave Brendan here because I feel like this is something he's going to have to think about. I'm going to go find the others, and I'm going to basically just be like, okay, we've debated enough. At the end of the day, regardless of what anyone else decides, because this is all our individual opinions, I'm going to go talk to Leon and try and get him to see sense. But I've got my plan for if he says no. If you're with me, come with me. If you need more time to think, I will not hold that against you. But regardless, gone. Donna? Sorry,
I'll be
Peter?
right behind you, Lieutenant.
Okay.
Sorry,
Regardless.
I was in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I was saying I'll be right behind
You're
you,
fine.
Lieutenant.
Yeah, I heard you. Yeah,
Like
gotcha.
a Spartan.
Regardless, we need to make this
protect your rear.
decision now because it's 8:30 and, you know, I want stuff to do. But yeah, so who's coming with me to Leon's office?
Oh, Leon's on the bow. You're
who
in
coming-
Leon's office at the
who-
minute.
all right, fine. Who's coming with me to Leon's bow?
What are you gonna say to him? Before
I have
greet him?
absolutely no goddamn idea. I'll figure it out on the fly.
Cool.
Esmeralda
Sure.
isn't gonna want to go if you're like hard picking a side. She just wants to know what Leon's got to say about the Arcanum. That is Esmeralda's sole focus right
Yeah,
now
that's
on what happened to the
Leon's.
Arcanum.
Sorry, that's Timaeus as well. He basically good as said.
Yeah, but Esmeralda isn't going to pick a side on like siding with Leon to kill the Arcanum later. Like she's still on the fence
Okay.
generally.
That's fair. But
So if you're going there with that intention, Esmeralda won't go with you.
he's going there to try and talk Leon out of it, and if he fails, then he will work from there. Is basically what he's doing.
Cool. Well, if Timaeus fails, Esmeralda would leave.
That's fair.
Okay.
I'll come with.
All right.
So just to
that's-
confirm who's going onto the bow, we've got Harper, we've got Timaeus. Anyone else joining them?
I'm
Johnny,
at
of course.
Uh,
I told you I'm following Timaeus.
Yeah, so Johnny as well.
Oh, I'll be right back. So
Okay.
I'm going for a minute. I'll be right back.
Rivik, are
Brendan.
you coming with?
I'm going with.
Rivik's coming with.
I'm effectively picking my side as Leon. So
And-
even if Leon's like, fuck you, Timaeus, and your ideals, I'm probably still going to stick around.
So Brendan, are you coming with?
Brendan's about 30 feet away on the deck.
So Brendan and Esmeralda
Harper.
are doing their own thing.
No, Esmeralda's coming.
Harper's coming.
Harper's coming.
Esmeralda's coming.
Yeah.
Okay,
Harper's
so
doing
it's
his own
just
thing.
Brendan who's doing their own thing then.
No, wait, is Harper coming?
I'm back.
Yeah.
Harper's
Oh,
coming.
cool. Good to have
Brendan's
you,
doing
Harper.
his own thing.
Fair enough.
Brendan's currently clinical depression.
Yep,
Okay,
that's
Brendan's
fine.
doing his own thing. Right.
Everyone loves
You
a bit of
walk up
depression.
now, the wood creaking under your heavy footsteps, as you see this one section of the ship is abandoned, aside from one man at the very peak of the bow, looking over the rolling waves in front of him.
Leon,
He turns. His face as steely as ever.
you know, when I said I would be up for one more job, this was really not what I had in mind.
He doesn't laugh.
Yeah. Leon, what the hell are you doing, man? This has bad idea written all over it. Why are you doing this? I know that you think you need to use force to get what you want done, and that's fine, but that makes sense. But you really... Olan has been going against this whole plan from the beginning. Why would you not get him on your side through diplomacy? Why do you feel the need to fight him?
I did try. I've been in constant communication with him. The man doesn't just want to not fight on the Eastern Front. He doesn't want to fight at all. And pacifism, if that's what you can call it, does nothing. If there is evil, if there is a wrong being done, it needs to be corrected. You had men die under your command, did you not, Lieutenant
Yes.
Timaeus?
You know I have.
How many? How many?
I'll be honest, I stopped counting in the low hundreds.
Did it ever reach thousands?
Maybe. I don't know.
A lieutenant wouldn't have
No,
thousands
well,
of
I'm
men
going to go with
within his
no.
belt. Yeah. If you had thousands of men, innocent men, soldiers, who you saw being thrown at a front for nothing, for a border not to move an inch, meanwhile an enemy is amassing its forces by the tens of thousands, and you were commanded to sit still and do nothing, would you?
I wouldn't, but I wouldn't target my brother either. Why would you not go after... Screw it, we're already committing treason. Why are you not directing this army at the capital? Taking the crown for yourself and taking over this whole empire? You're next in line for the throne, unless I'm very much mistaken.
I may, at some point, but there are innocents in the way. And my first priority is to get the army, the whole army, under my command. Without that, sieging the capital, going up against the churches and the rest of the armies directly, will result in hundreds of thousands of deaths.
Leon, I'm going to be honest with you. Regardless of what happens today or in the next few days, I'm not your soldier anymore. So I'm going to be blunt with you. Regardless of what you pick, thousands are going to die, possibly hundreds of thousands. But if you take this course of action, millions will die. Because what you're going to do is take half the army and smash it into the other half of the army. And regardless of who's win, the casualties are going to be enormous. And at best, the army is going to come out of it at half power, most likely less. At which point, your allies, the Arcanum, who have been building war machines and who knows what else, will swoop in and take over everything. You said they've been working with things of flesh. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the magic of the flesh cult. The very flesh cult that we've been fighting, the very flesh cult that led to the deaths of numerous innocents. And if I'm right in my theory, it's a flesh cult that I think the Arcanum has had a hand in since the beginning. Now, I can't say whether the world would be better off under your rule or under the king's rule, but I can say the world would be a damn sight worse off under their rule. And I think you have given up too easily on diplomacy. I think you could reach out to your brother, and if he doesn't want to fight, fine, fuck him, who cares? But at least get his army from him. If you can't reach out to him, reach out to your other sister. What's going to stop her? She seems, even if she's loyal to your king, to your father, like someone who tries to genuinely do her best. And those war machines are going to cost lives. I know for a fact that the Church of Life, even if the other churches won't, will back you if you go against the Arcanum, because that is to save lives, and that is their whole point. The Church of Order will probably come just because it's you, if they're anything like Brendan. And I'll be honest, I know very little about the Church of Light, because the only Church of Light member I ever met got fucking arrested by the Arcanum, I think. I think it was the Arcanum.
No, they got arrested by the Church of Light.
Well, yeah, the only Church of Light I knew wasn't even technically a member of the Church of Light, it turned out. So what the fuck do I know about them? But I do know this. If you go through with this, if you take your army and attack Olan and the other, nobody wins. Not you, not them, nobody, except for the Arcanum. And I don't trust them. I trust you, but I don't trust them. So whatever your decision, I will be with you. But I truly hope you make the right one, that you listen to what I'm saying, and you deal with those vipers first.
I'm just going to stop for a second. I did try diplomacy. Myself and Nathara have talked to Olan for months now. Madison won't hear a word of it. I've tried so hard. to do things the way that I was taught they're supposed to be done. And in regards to the Arcanum, he's going to look towards Esmeralda and Rivik. Knowledge is a strange thing. It can never be put back in the box. I have to choose between fighting with it or without it. The war machines, the flesh, that exists in the world. And I now have to make the decision between whether or not I fight with it for my own ends or against it. At which point I have no control over where it might end. We stay with the Arcanum. We stay with the Northern armies. And as much as I regret to say it, the Eastern and Western armies are of no use to us. We maintain the current course. The only thing I need you to promise is your loyalty. And if you bow out, then you bow out. That is not my decision to make.
I think we're all stuck.
Yeah.
Because I know what I would do as Nick, but that's not what Timaeus would do.
I cast magic missile.
Yeah. No.
I have a question, Blake.
What is your question, Sonia?
From Esmeralda's knowledge so far, which side, so King Leon, or Prince Leon, or the kings, is more likely to be accepting and willing to work with the mistress?
The administration, I mean, the Arcanum obviously would accept
Obviously.
the mistress. They have been actively working with her for months now.
Mhm.
However, before that deal was made, you know that the administration knew about the mistress and was chill with her being there from the beginning. You can't avoid a power that widespread. You know, either they would have had beef with her before, or implicitly, even if it was never signed into writing, she's fine. You know?
Yeah, I know what Esmeralda's decision is. She's going to side against
I
Leon.
got a question.
What's your question, Rivik?
This question is from Josh.
Mhm.
If we pick different sides, what the fuck happens?
That's a really cool. I have rough ideas. I need to flesh them out more later.
Okay, cool.
Again, this was the point where this is your choice to make. I don't have a thing that you should or shouldn't do. This is up to you guys, both as people and as PCs, to decide.
We're gonna do like bi-weekly sessions, but it's like half of us in one session and half of us in the other session.
The only rule that I do have is that consensus rules above all. Even if two people stick out, the group as a whole will be treated as making one decision. That's the only thing that I
Fair
can,
enough.
which I know is a bit weird for narrative and all of that, but it's just I can't do multi-faction where you go one.
Okay, I'm gonna be
you go one.
honest here. In character, I've already said I'm gonna follow Timaeus because that's what I've been doing. Mercenary, I always get good work with him, trust him. That makes sense. Out of character, me, Peter, I'm like, fuck this Leon guy, my guy. He's like, obviously working with bad guys. This is literally like the road to hell's paved with good intentions, dude. And screw you. Like
Again,
let's join the other side.
I mean, he killed my last character.
You can make whatever decision you make, but where you go one, you go all. That's all that I have to say. I'm gonna go for a piss.
All right, out of character conversation, I feel is necessary here.
Out of
Like,
character
I
discussion, what is
personally,
the-
as Nick, want to tell Leon to go suck a dick and go side with the churches. But I want to do this because I want to fight against the Arcanum, and that seems like the most straightforward way. And I also want to have more scenes of Althea because I really like her as an NPC. That is kind of my exclusive reasons. Timaeus, however, is too complicated for me to sort of break down. So someone else say something.
Well,
I-
Harper can't side with Leon. He is actively turning his back on his church by doing so, and he specifically has an answer from them saying, no, you can't side with Leon and have a have a morally good ending.
I'm going to say this quickly as Brendan and as me. I was contemplating executing Leon for treason.
Honest, there was a moment where I was thinking he's
Do
on
it.
the bow of a ship and
Do
I
it.
have a pike. I could shove him off this boat and he's in full plate armor. That motherfucker will sink.
Oh, I don't want to lose two characters to the same guy.
This
Yeah,
might
but
be
Hey,
a
look,
one
a
only thing I
level, a
will
level
say out
20
of
paladin is
character
powerful,
is that-
but he would not survive being attacked by 6 level 10 NPCs. He just
I
wouldn't.
want to let you know that out of character, just for your own sake, he absolutely would.
Are you joking? A level 20 paladin
No.
could not stand up against 6 level 10
Trust me,
NPCs.
out of character,
Yes, epic
he
levels.
would.
Uh-huh.
I am not elaborating any more than that.
Oh, good.
I bet he has epic levels.
He did wipe the floor with Brutus, even with him having resistances.
To be fair, Brutus was like level 6 at the time.
That doesn't
Wait,
matter.
wait, I have it.
Go
Had
on.
a-
Guys, I have it. He doesn't have epic levels. The reason why he's so powerful is that he's running on 3.5 rules.
That's great and all, but that's not really relevant to the
Look,
actual conversation we're having here.
Currently, you stand on the bow of a ship. 5 of you, Brendan's doing his own thing, in front of him, where he asks whether or not he has your loyalty. He has said explicitly that if you decide to leave, you leave. What do you say to him?
I'll go. Leon, I can't further your goals in this war that you want to pursue.
I understand, Harper. For the brief time that you were under my instruction, it was a pleasure knowing you. He looks towards you, Esmeralda.
My reasoning is more complicated. I will save you the time and say no. I will not side with you.
He nods. Rivik?
Oh wait, just out of character, real quick. Is a consensus that we're not fighting with Ru-
Well, that's what I was
Leon.
trying to get. I was trying to get vote because I'm saying no, and Chris said no. Josh, I think also said
Okay.
no, but sorry, you're Josh.
I'm-
You're
I'm-
Josh.
I-
So I meant to say Sonia, I think also said no, but I'm not sure what that.
Okay. Because I would have said yes, but I from a like law
Well, what
point
you
of
could
view.
do, if your character
I
would
could
say
go
yes,
either way.
is if you hold off to the end and maybe in character you're swayed by everyone else making a decision.
Okay, we'll hold off for Rivik for a little bit.
Okay. I might have
he
another
looks-
question when it comes back round,
Sure,
but
sure.
just yeah.
He looks towards Johnny, sorry.
And I say, well, mate, I'll be honest with you. I'm sticking around to for the lieutenant because I get good work from him. I trust him. But if I didn't have him to follow, fuck no, mate. You've gone to deep end. You're being a bit of a hypocrite right now. You're supposed to be the best of the best of the best.
Right,
More
Johnny, chill.
He smiles and says, loyalty to your commander is not something to doubt. Brendan.
I just shake my head and just tell him, I'm a bit disappointed in you, mate.
I'm just going to stand in front of him in case he gets Brutused.
Oh, Brendan isn't there. Sorry.
No.
No, you don't see Leon reach for his sword. In that case, Timaeus.
Because he swings so fast, he kills us before we see it.
He doesn't reach for his sword. Timaeus.
I really, really hoped you'd see sense. I don't agree with you that the science is there and it can't be put back in the bottle. Right now, the only people who have this and have the knowledge of this are the Arcanum. And if they were paid...
He's going to shake his head and cut you off as you're speaking. The only person who has access to this right now is me. You proved that the only people who can use this technology well, who understand its weaknesses and its benefits, are soldiers. The Arcanum are not soldiers.
But the Arcanum make it.
Factories. Useless without the men to use it properly.
If you think that, then you understand even less than I thought. You don't need competent people to arm those things. All you need is enough of them and a general idea on how they work. You think that military strategy is going to be enough if they had 100 of those things? It doesn't matter if we could steal 1 or 2. If they have the factories, they have the power. As long as they're about, as long as they have those things, you don't have any power. You might think you do, but you don't.
I'm assuming then that I do not have your loyalty.
You had my loyalty. You had my loyalty for so damn long. Right up until the moment you decided power was more important than principle.
Rivik, you're the last one to speak.
All right. Out of character question.
Yes.
I'm assuming that the Arcanum waging war against the king by some kind of loophole technically frees Rivik?
I mean, if the Arcanum will still say they have a claim on you, but the covenant, the piece of legislation that binds this entire kingdom together would be destroyed in an instant. There are no rules.
Okay. So there's no it's basically a case of you can leave and you can attack us, but boy, if we win in the end, you're fucked.
More or less, yeah.
Pretty much cool. Okay. Leon, I have relished serving under you and enjoyed my time free of the Arcanum and the chains and the cages. I mean, well, yeah, I've had the injections, obviously. But in a war, I will not fight alongside the Arcanum.
It's understandable. He looks over your group, that which has served him for months now, loyally, effectively, having never once truly failed a mission. And for once, his steely expression breaks somewhat, as you do see a sadness in his eyes. I can't have you come with me to the Eastern Front, understandably, of course. There's an island nearby. We can get a rowboat out and leave you there. And I wish you the best in whatever comes next.
Are we confined till quarters till then?
No. You've served me too well for me to treat you as prisoners.
Then I think I'm going to go say goodbye to Kit before I leave.
He nods.
Tomas is just going to turn and leave. He isn't going to salute or bow or anything. He's just going to turn his back and walk away.
Okay. Leon looks over the rest of you.
Rivik will wait until everyone else has dipped, and then he'll just like handshake Leon as a I don't want to fight against you, but I also don't want to fight with you kind of sitch.
Again, he smiles weakly as you do so. I hope the church has treated you with kindness.
Thank you.
Esmeralda?
Sorry, what was the question?
There is no question. It's just goodbyes.
Oh. I'm going to give him a handshake and a bow. A respectful one.
My
Sorry, a
kingdom.
curtsy, not a bow.
It's fine. My new kingdom will be lacking without someone like you at its helm. I hope your mission treats you well.
I wish you an honourable end. Whether it be a long time or short.
It's all that I can ask for. Johnny, the stalwart of this campaign, the most important member of this party.
Of course. Who's always turning up,
Yeah.
always showing up.
He's going to nod and say,
He was impactful.
you by far
The coolest scenes.
were my most honoured soldier. I could only wish that my army was made of men like you.
I do have one question though.
For him or for me?
Oh, for you. I'm asking this in character as well.
Oh, in character. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Since we're no longer part of your army, since we're going off to do our own thing, do you get severance pay? How's that work?
I'll ask that. I knew with 100% certainty that's what you were going to say.
Johnny, I am going to miss you. He's gonna reach into his arm, like to the waistline of his armor, and pull out a pouch containing 100 gold pieces.
That sounds about right. I take out something. Thanks.
He's gonna put a heavy armored hand on your shoulder as he says, looking at you deep into the eyes, "Good luck." Right, the rest of you
Thank you.
travel down the bow, knowing that your destination, the island where you will be deposited away from the eastern front, lies ahead of you. Brendan sits on the deck, looking over the waves, unsure of himself and unsure of his place in this world. He stands out very tall amongst the soldiers surrounding him. Go,
Connor, say something cool.
Connor.
Connor,
Connor, say something cool.
Connor, say something cool.
Connor, you see the other five come down from the bow, a saddened look on their expressions. Sorry, saddened expressions on their faces.
Watching
I'll
them
tell
come,
you how I feel.
watching them leave the bow, and Brendan's going to go up by himself to Leon.
He's gonna kill him.
Oh, okay.
Gonna try. It's gonna end poorly, but he's going to try.
Oh, Brendan, I was hoping to speak to you.
Thank you, Leon.
Of course.
It feels strange not calling you by the title I have given you.
Oh, I for one welcome the change. It was about time.
I don't think I can follow you anymore. He says this while tearing up.
I understand, my son. But you've done well. And I'm sure, even without me, you will serve the kingdom dutifully. You're a high paladin, after all.
Yes. Yes, yes, I am. I just. Can I just see? See. Prove to me that you'll survive this. Tell me that you will come out of this. Because no matter the outcome, I'm going to see you at the end.
You will. And I can't promise that your hammer won't meet my sword. But when we do, we will be different people than we are now. All we can do is enjoy the moment. And I thank you for your service.
Order was about the unity of everything. All of us together. The
Brendan,
wars pushed away, but
Brendan, order was impossible from the beginning. Everything led us here.
if order was impossible, there wouldn't be Lauren.
Maybe.
Lauren descended into Orin. Your father. That is what I believe. That's what's been taught. So in my eyes, you are the son of Lauren. You're enforcing order through power. Like your father has done. Brendan comes to a realization.
It's a nice way of thinking of it, if nothing else.
He's a zealot. What else do you think?
Yeah.
Everything goes through the lens of
no, I hear it. It's a nice way of thinking of it. But
you're following your father's footsteps.
if I do make a new empire, wherever he is, I hope he looks on me with pride.
I squint at him. He already does.
I'm going to miss you, Brendan.
I too. I too.
He's going to pull you into a hug.
He's
And
got
Brendan
Crown to his
stabs
shoulder.
him.
So yeah, he pulls you into a hug.
And Brendan cries on his shoulder.
Now, after a minute or two of letting you have your moment, he's going to pull you away slightly before saying, "Your friends right now are more important than me. Join them. You need to figure out what comes next."
What comes next is saving you from yourself, I would think so.
He shakes his head. "Brendan, what comes next is war." As he bids for you to head back to your companions.
Brendan finds your last resort.
Okay, you meet on the bow.
When Brendan meets up with everyone, Tobias,
Yes.
thank you.
You're welcome. I must confess, I'm curious what you're thanking me for.
I am now going to be able to see a son of Lauren on his own journey from afar. Order through chaos and war.
There is no order in war. All there is a bunch of people killing each other because some other bunch of people couldn't fucking talk it out. And Tobias is just going to turn and just leave. He's not in the mood
Okay.
for conversation.
After
He's going
another
to go
day's
find as many members of the 1st Battalion as he can and
Hmm.
essentially just like clasp hands, wish them luck, hope that they, warriors' last rites, basically.
Yeah, I'll say you find 2 or 3 of them across. There's hundreds of men on this ship. You'll
Yeah.
find at least 1 or 2.
And I say goodbye to Kit, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, you meant to go talk to Kit, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I basically it's nothing major, but yeah, I do want to say hello.
Yeah. You find Kit handing out potions of healing as well as tankards of ale to soldiers.
I
He
walk
seems to
up.
be the only one of the fortress NPCs that are on the ship at the minute.
I put my hand on his shoulder. Kit,
Hello.
in many ways, you were the greatest asset of the fort.
He was.
I stab him in the chest. No. You can't be allowed to keep helping Leon. No. I look him in I put a hand on his shoulder and say, "Well, buddy, considering the way things are going, there's a greater than 0 chance we're not going back there no matter what happens."
Oh,
Well,
that's sad. I just got promoted to scribe.
You're part of the Arcanum, aren't you?
Mhm.
And you work under Leon because the Arcanum tells you to?
Mhm.
What would you do if the Arcanum told you to do something you knew Leon wouldn't approve of?
I mean, that would depend on what it is.
Something that would hurt people.
I what?
It's a hypothetical.
What?
Humour me.
Oh,
I don't.
poor guy. You're going to break his brain.
I
Possibly.
don't know. I've already been asked to make potions and heal people and enchant weapons and things. Is that hurting people?
No. You're a good person, Kit, and I hope you stay that way. I hope that no matter what happens in the coming days, you remember that at the end of the day, you can do most good healing people with your potions than you can in any other capacity. And no matter what happens, I hope that you remain yourself. Because dark times are coming, my friend. And I can only hope that you make it out the other side intact.
He's going to look at you and then look at the queue of soldiers who are waiting impatiently to receive his services. And he's going to dip behind the desk going invisible for just a moment before emerging with a greater potion of healing, which he
Ooh.
slides over to you, smiling.
Thank you, my friend. I
It's
know
okay.
this is definitely going to come in handy.
I hope so. Good. Are you leaving then?
Unfortunately, yes. Me and the Last Resort have objectives elsewhere.
He's gonna scamper his way around the desk and then come up and hug you around the knees, look up and say, "Give one of these to everyone in the group," before scampering back round.
So he gives me a great potion of healing for everyone.
No, he gave
Oh, a
you
hug.
one greater potion.
No,
of
he
healing.
gives me a hug.
Yeah.
Ah, gotcha. I will do, buddy. Will do.
Next.
All right. I turn around and make my way back to the others. Well, actually, no. I pocket the potion of healing and just go find a fucking dark corner to sulk in for a bit.
Okay. Right. Any last words before you guys make your way to the island?
No, like I said, I mean,
Nothing's gone.
since all of this, Harper's been unusually unflamboyant.
To be
Serious for once in his life.
That's actually it's fine there. Yeah, that's cool. Sorry, I was going to ask a question, but I already found the answer. Carry on.
No other final words then?
Esmeralda might try and cheer Harper up, but not really know how. So she's going to get Dog to just bite. Probably Rivik.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, you guys are assholes. You guys are so mean.
And Tobias isn't there to stand up for him.
Rivik, if you're getting mauled by the zombie dog.
He's not even like fucking. He's just like deadpan fucking scowling at the camera, like having this dog chewing on his fucking limbs.
He
doesn't even react.
Okay. So,
He does chuckle at
Eventually.
this, Harper.
eventually, the island that was fated sails into view. And one by one, you gather at the deck of the ship, ready to hop into the sailing vessel hitched to the side. As you do, Princess Lathyra walks towards you. Well, I will admit, I am disappointed, but I can't say I'm surprised. You never really had the chops for war. None of you did.
Human.
Alright, blanking this bitch. Yeah, she's not my superior officer
We're
anymore.
literally doing war just on the other side.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
exactly.
Harper, you could have had everything you ever wanted. And here you are, bowing out like a coward.
I could have everything I ever wanted, and I'm taking the action which is most likely to achieve that.
We'll see how that pans out, won't we? Your boat's waiting for you.
Have a good day, dear.
Nice.
Right. One by one. One by one, you make your way into the boat, eventually lowered into the water, and sail away from the man of war.
Do you
As you
see
get-
the WhatsApp message I sent you, Blake?
You can't find any.
Damn.
Yeah, you as you say, make your way to the island. As you do, the man of war grows smaller and smaller, so eventually you make land. Turning back, you look at this colossal ship, and on its bow, you see, facing towards you, a man clad in solid gold armor. Leon looks at the shoreline, an expression you can't read from this distance, but you can see him slowly lower the golden helm of the lion over his head. He raises his arm into the sky and drops it, and the cannons facing you open fire.
I'm shocked.
I'm going to need everyone to please make a dexterity saving throw.
What a bitch!
I saw that one coming a mile away. That's why I tried to stop it, but Blake wouldn't let me.
That's a natural 20.
Good for you. That's an 11. I am going to use that heroic inspiration I had.
I'm pretty sure everyone
That's
gets
still
some
an 11.
Everyone gets +4 because
Cool,
of
it's a
me, remember?
15.
16.
I got a 19.
Good for you,
Okay.
man.
That is an 18 with Brendan's +4.
Esmeralda, Brendan, and Rivik succeed. Right. For those who failed, which is so Esmeralda, Rivik, and Brendan succeeded. everyone who failed take 23 points of bludgeoning damage
Holy shit.
and 34 points of thunder damage.
Fuck me.
Everyone else take, we'll just round it up because I don't think anyone has any special resistances, 27 points of damage in total.
I'm resistant to necrotic and radiant.
Okay,
That's
so no
not
one has any
applicable.
special resistances.
Yeah.
That's 57 points of damage to everyone who failed, and 27? No, 20.
If you're rounding
25.
down, then half of
Thanks, are you
57
okay?
28. 28.
Did you say 34 points of
No.
thunder?
Do you have special resistances?
No.
No, so it's 57 if you fail, which I think you did, and 28 if you succeeded. As the cannons open fire, the world around you erupts. You have split moment to react before the next volley comes at you. As Leon looks on, lion's helm on his head. What do the rest of you want to
I
do?
am bloodied.
I want to immediately see if there's any like stone or any cover we can take behind.
You see a rocky cliff nearby, which might give you some form of cover.
I immediately hook my arm around whoever is nearest to me that isn't like Brendan and just start pulling them towards the stone face, shouting, "Cover!"
Would you say there's, well, should I say 6 seconds or 12 seconds worth of
We'll say
time?
12. They need to reload the cannons, so we'll say 12.
Who's
Round to
the most-
reload, a round to fire.
How far away is the ship?
Far
Hundreds and hundreds of feet.
Damn.
I
My
will
spells
cast.
only reach up to.
I will cast
Yeah,
Beacon of
no, I
Hope
can't do.
first of all,
Yep.
Okay, you can't speak in a fight.
targeting.
Wait,
Llewellyn.
hold on.
Peter, let Chris do his thing first.
Sorry, yeah.
Then I will do Mass Cure Wounds at 4th level.
Sheesh.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Protection from Energy, I think, on Harper, because if Harper goes down,
They're
everyone
kind
goes
of
down.
fucked, yeah.
Sorry, Mass Cure Wounds is level 5 spell, so 5th level spell, so I will be using
Okay.
that.
So how
That
much
is
is
going
everyone
to.
getting?
So it's maximum because of Beacon of Hope, so
Yep.
that's going to be 51 points of healing.
Neat.
To everyone.
Okay.
Yes.
One. Sheesh. I didn't even lose that much.
Yes.
I would
Peter.
like to use hallucinatory terrain.
Let me pull that up for a second.
Interesting. That's actually kind of
Hallucinatory terrain 2024.
I've been trying to my characters that use spells, try to find the less combat-based spells, and more spells that are better for utility or distraction or support. I'm trying to get better at that.
I'm all about utility.
Sorry, my link, my fuck's sake. Sorry, my D&D Beyond just being hallucinatory terrain. Come on, you can be faster.
Sorry,
than
what's the
this, I
effect that's
know.
on me, Connor? What did you
Uh,
cast on me?
Protection from Energy, you have resistance to, I think,
Thunder.
Thunder.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, because if you go down, we all go down. So
Mm-hmm.
Everyone change. So creatures entering the area like to see through the illusions. A touch creature can examine. That doesn't say explicit. So what is your intended effect with hallucinatory terrain?
I'm
So it doesn't-
going to create a distance between us and the other ship, the illusion of a whirlpool, to make them think they need to flee.
Okay.
Ooh, if he's doing that and I spot him, I'm going to help out by using thaumaturgy to create tremors, to make it look
Okay.
like the cannonballs have set off a tectonic shake, and that is causing the whirlpool.
Okay. So you see a whirlpool appear in front of you in the ocean, water spraying up into the air. You do not, however, see the man of war make moves to leave.
What? Don't do the
However, you
deception
do.
check.
No, it's investigation on their part. You don't. However, they have not fired again since. Everyone's stranded on this beach. Some of you taking cover from under the rocks whilst this whirlpool appears. What do you want to do?
I will also use Quicken spell to cast a second hallucinatory
You
terrain.
can't do that.
You can't cast
2 level spells in one
spells.
turn.
Also, hallucinatory terrain is concentration, so you can't.
No, does Quicken spell not turn it into?
No. All Quicken Spell does is let you cast a spell that would have an action as a bonus action, but you're still under the effects of concentration. You're still under the effects of not being able to cast 2 leveled spells in a turn.
To
Okay.
be fair, it would be spread over 2 turns, but there is concentration,
That's-
so
yeah.
yeah, second would get rid of the
Regardless,
first anyway.
I'm going to be picking fucking Johnny up and slinging him over my shoulder and carrying him to fucking cover, as he's apparently not coming on his own.
Yeah, I am grabbing Harper and flying and activating a wings to fly fast.
And I trust
Because-
Rivik and Esmeralda are smart enough to get to cover themselves.
Okay.
In fact, I
Rivik
kind of
is a
assumed
fast
I kind of assumed Esmeralda was the first in cover.
Yeah, Esmeralda was definitely the first one.
Okay. As the whirlpool appears, you guys duck into cover to flee the next strike of cannonballs, which, thanks to the whirlpool, doesn't seem to come. You eventually see the man of war float off into the distance, leaving you stranded on this island alone.
Okay, how far away are we from civilization? Do we know? How long were
Land-
we on ship for?
You're on ship for maybe a day in total. You can still see the shoreline of the mainland.
Okay, so that means we have a straight shot. We know the distance. We just need to be able to cover it. Who here has a steed that can go over water?
I don't. That's a 4th level. I'm only at 3rd.
Harper? No, not, you've
Just
got magic.
checking. Yeah, I'm just looking if I've got anything which works in this
So no
situation.
phantom steed won't last long enough to do it.
My other worldly steed requires a 4th level to get wings.
No, I haven't got anything which helps here.
Okay, in that case, first,
I'd be able to cast fly on people, and I'd be able to.
I don't think fly has a
How
duration long enough for us
How
to
long
cover
does
that
fly
distance.
last?
10
Only
minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
What fly speed does it give you?
60 feet, I believe.
60 feet. So
I think-
60 feet doubled to 120 feet in 6 seconds. 120 feet.
And I can cast haste on you for a minute as well.
Ooh,
Okay, so it's 240.
Would a long
240
strider also apply?
it
It
would.
would. And that would also double, so that'd be 260 feet.
Can he
260
be under the
feet.
effect of 2 long striders?
No,
No, it's one at a
unfortunately
time.
not.
260
Okay.
feet in 6 seconds, miles per hour. It's roughly 30 miles an hour. Assuming that the horizon is roughly 12 miles away. No, it's how far away?
How many feet is it?
Far away is the horizon? I'm calculating in miles at this point. Give me a second. Roughly 20. So 22 miles is the edge of the horizon. We'll say it's roughly 10 miles closer, which is 12 miles, which means in theory, in 10 minutes, you would be able to make it half the distance.
Do it twice.
Yeah, presumably
how
you could,
how many
wouldn't you
miles
just
is
actually
it?
be able to recast it?
I'm going to say, so it's roughly 22 miles to the horizon. We're going to say the shoreline is closer than that by about 10, which is 12 miles. If you're traveling 260 feet in 6 seconds, that's roughly 30 miles an hour, which in 10 minutes, it'd be less than halfway.
Well, no, 260 feet is per minute. It can.
260 feet is in 6 seconds,
Oh, 6 seconds, of course. Right.
which is about 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Presumably she could get to shore if she cast the spell a second time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's casting it on
Presumably.
herself, so she flies.
Yeah.
So this is what you could do, Esmeralda. How much would it? What spell slot would it require to cast it on all of us? Just out of interest.
I can't cast it on all
No,
of us.
that's fine. If you just cast it on yourself, take as many buffs.
I
as we
can
give
cast it
you.
on myself twice, and that's my 3rd level spell
Hang on,
slot
how long
gone.
does haste last? That's an excellent question.
1 minute.
1 minute. No, because the moment the minute's up, her lethargy will hit. She'll drop like a stone.
Oh yeah, haste ain't gonna do it.
Oh yeah.
She'll only have the
All
the
we
fly
can
speed
do
and the...
is this. The first thing we need to do is find out shelter and food, make sure we can survive. Then we build a raft. We sail the distance. If
All the
The boat we came on, is that gone?
the boat's gone, it's gone. It's over there in the distance where it just fucking left after shooting.
No,
at us.
you still have the rowboat.
Oh, the rowboat. I suppose we could take that. I kind of expected that to have been splintered by cannonballs, to be honest.
Surprisingly not.
Well, shit.
I think we can take the robot and make it.
If we
Now
row, thing is, if we row, we're taking a rowboat over open ocean.
And
We don't really have
Better than
much other
flying
choice.
halfway over an ocean.
Does anyone have? Does anyone spell slots? Well, no, spells recycle Oliver a long rest.
You mean outside of a long rest? And the answer's no.
I have Thunderstep.
That's
That
only
is
60
not
feet.
got enough range. I wonder.
Obviously, I'm kind of annoyed. Next level, I get a fly speed. I
Oh,
might- I might
actually,
get
wait. I have a
half-
question,
What if?
Blake.
Hmm.
Yep.
I have a question for you. So the spell Phantom Steed specifically says a large quasi-real horse-like creature appears on the ground.
Yep.
There are a great number of horse-like creatures. Does
There's
it
really
have
not.
to be specifically
really
a
not.
horse?
No, it just has the stat block.
Could it be a
in
seahorse?
There are. It has to have the
Actually,
stat
yeah,
block.
I'm
of
thinking
No.
about getting. I can't remember what they're called, the Selkie or an Undyne.
No,
Those
it's
horse
it's
monsters.
just a horse, mate. That's the way the spell works. It does not have a swim speed.
It can look however you want, but it has the stat blocks of the either Phantom Steed or Summon Steed spell, which is fixed, and I don't think
What
either of
would
them
the-
have a swim speed.
What would the horse's normal movement speed be?
I think it's 40 feet.
No, it's got to be
Phantom
more than
Steed is-
40 feet.
Phantom
Horses are
Steed
meant
is
to be
like
fast.
120. Phantom Steed is nuts, but even then it still can't swim. So.
Well, that's the
Yep.
thing. So I do have freedom of movement, which I believe does let the person touch have a swim speed equal to their movement speed.
What's the
The target
duration?
also has a swim speed equal to its speed. 1 hour.
1 hour. That's not enough to cover that distance. Besides,
What
we've
if
got a bow.
what about
What if it's
What if-
dashing?
well, I was gonna say, what about putting Esmeralda on the horse to cover as much distance as possible, and then as soon as that ends, she can then cast Fly on herself to make the rest of the distance.
I know it's boring, but you do have a boat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What we
it
could
just
do
because
is
we can
to be
pass
clear,
without trace and just go at night.
we don't need to pass without trace. They fucking left us. They kind of expected us to. They've just all stranded us
Well,
here.
let's just boat it then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to think of a faster way to get a message out because I don't want it to take that long. But yeah,
Who
I
are we
think
even
I'm
going to send a message to?
fucking the
That's a question
church,
for that.
the Church of
That's a
Life
question that-
specifically. Althea, even more specifically.
Church of Order. I'm gonna go back to my.
Regardless,
Church in-
everyone
I'm
get in the
hyped.
fucking boat, and Timaeus just
Right.
starts rowing.
You begin sailing back towards the shore. As you do, you realize that there is one question on all of your minds that rings out above everything else. What do you do now?
Oh, go to Althea, tell her the truth, rally the churches, get as many people as we can on our side, go murder the Arcanum specifically, and if we can swing it later, we'll kill Leon.
So currently, your plan, Emmaus, is to get back to the fortress.
Yes. Everything else sort of follows after that.
Anyone else have any things that they think might be better?
I suppose we go and see my mistress instead.
I was
Uh,
actually thinking the same thing.
I have no problem with contacting your mistress because we need all the firepower we can get. But to be quite frank, we need a place to regather and regroup before we do anything else. And the fortress is our best bet. We've got friendly people there. We have supplies.
Well, we don't know if they are friendly anymore.
And they don't know what the fuck happened. As far as they know, we left with Leon. We can tell them whatever the fuck story
That-
we want.
That's if no message has been sent to them.
Well, I suppose that's a good point, actually. Esmeralda, do you know a way to contact your mistress swiftly?
Do I know a way to contact her
You
swiftly? No.
Yeah.
Did you not?
Great. So back to Fortress Plan it is. Any other suggestions? Preferably ones that are achievable this time.
Well, I mean, it's only like a day, less
Yeah.
than a day's journey to get to her. So, at
believe
most,
it-
if we wanted to split, me and Esmeralda and Harper could go and see the mistress.
To be fair,
and
we
you guys
know
could meet the
actually.
fortress.
Oh, sorry, I'm talking over you again. But we know the fort actually can't be sided with Leon because he specifically is going to be declaring war against the churches, and the church we have. The church is like established there. So one of two things is happening. Either the fort is going to remain loyal to the king, or the fort is going to remain loyal to Leon. Regardless, I'm going back there because if it's staying loyal to the king, it's a great safe place to be. If it's staying loyal to Leon, Althea's in danger and she's my friend.
Well, perhaps the splitting of the party option worked best then.
We are not splitting apart. That's the one DM hardline that I.
No, as a DM, I will never do that to someone.
Yeah.
I think our best bet is just to go back to the fort and figure out the next step from there. It's safe, it's logical. We can resupply and regroup there. Maybe we can find something out from Leon's plans if we ransack his office.
I think it would at least be good to approach carefully.
With great caution.
Approach with caution, sort shit out, go see the mistress.
Stay
And then
the
chase
shortest
after
amount
Leon?
of time as possible, by the way.
Well, we could, in theory, not go into the fortress at all. We could post up in the woods outside it, the woods where we, quote-unquote, captured that flesh thing. Then Rivik, under the cover of night, you could sneak into the fortress and leave a letter for Althea to come meet us. We camp out there,
I
we rest up.
much prefer that.
Yeah? Then we never have to go into the
we do.
fortress at all.
That sounds better.
Okay, let's go do that. And I keep rowing.
Okay, you eventually make it to shore. If it was about a day that you travelled by boat, I'm going to say it's roughly 4 days back to the fortress on foot,
Okay.
because boats travel
Yeah.
faster than people walk. Eventually, as you do so, you see occasionally over your 4-day stint, squadrons of soldiers moving eastwards, one after another. Every force that this side of the kingdom has to offer seems to be moving to one front.
Great.
Eventually, after narrowly avoiding confrontation with these, you make it back to the fortress. And for
We-
once, there are no lights lit inside.
Ah,
It is
shit.
desolate and alone.
Rivik, go scout.
Understood. He does.
I'll
climb the
cast
walls of-
Strider on you.
You climb the walls of the fortress, scaling down the other side. The courtyard is completely abandoned.
Hell.
You see stalls, efforts of relaxation, all torn apart in what seems to be some corner conflict. You see trails of blood marking the sand underneath your feet.
Shit. Okay.
Come get us.
Leon's office?
Leon's office seems to be untouched. They're pulling apart all the drawers to see
Interesting.
what other documentation is there. All the drawers are empty and bare. Everything of value has been taken. The only thing that remains are expense reports and taxation forms and pay stubs for soldiers. Nothing of use.
Is there anything that might where or like the struggle scenes are that might
no struggle.
indicate
There's no
Okay.
struggle in this room, in Leon's office, at the very least.
but on the outside I mean
On the outside,
there's
well, the only area that jumped to mind is either the courtyard where most of the NPCs were, or the chapel.
I will check the chapel on
It-
Tobias's behalf.
You see blood staining the floor, pews smashed
shit.
to pieces. Whatever religious iconography has either been broken or has disappeared. In the 5 days that you've been gone, this place has been torn to shreds. But noticeably, you do not see Althea, nor do you see her corpse.
Are there corpses at all?
No.
Fuck. Okay.
You see marks of blood, signs of violence, weapons scuffing ground and walls, pews smashed. And you do not see a single body.
Okay. I will sneak back out.
Walk out the front door. Just brazenly.
There's no one.
Yeah.
There
Sneak
is
out of the
nobody
front door.
here.
Well, there is no one left inside the fortress.
What?
There is nothing but signs of struggles and blood. I've checked the church. Althea is not there. She is gone or dead.
You watch as all of the emotion drains from Tobias's face.
The one thing that was clear, Rivik, was that whoever was in there put up a fucking fight.
But she put up a fucking fight. We are not safe here. I'm not sure if anywhere we've ever been is safe any longer.
There's one place. Listen, I'm not your commanding officer anymore. I have no authority over you. But you're still people I care about. And I still want to work with you on our goal to stop this bullshit. So, I can't
Tobias,
order you to go anywhere, but I can
Tobias,
offer you. Let me finish. Who wants to come meet my parents?
No, he's gonna die.
Brendan is going to do a faux dramatic gasp and say, "Oh my god, I don't think I'm ready." And he's going to deadpan at you and go. After that, he's going to deadpan and say, "You've always been our leader. I'm going to follow you because you're going to help us. You're going to, and this is how we go.
All right.
Now we just need a cart."
Hate to break it to you, buddy, but we're probably walking.
It's a long walk.
Well, we're walking.
Mistress
Hey
first,
guys,
Okay.
parents
I-
later.
I must apologize, but I must depart as tomorrow's my first day back at work.
We're wrapping up now
worries.
anyway,
Yeah.
mate.
Yeah, we're finishing
Right.
anyway.
So
Here's the thing,
Tomei
we-
suggests seeing his parents.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Well, Esmeralda was going to say something. Go ahead.
Mistress first, parents later.
If you can
Safety
take me
first.
to your mistress
Mistress.
safely, then I agree. Do you know where she is right now? Or where we can contact her right now?
Probably.
I mean, yeah, you would know her mansion is a closer walk than Nick's parents, which we could do now.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Then let's go.
Okay.
Maybe we
So,
can get a cart
As
there.
I say, it's actually on the way to Nick's parents, believe it or not.
Shit, we need to go that way. Ah, fantastic.
It actually is this way. I imagined Esmeralda's parents being towards the center of
Esmeralda's
not
parents?
Esmeralda's parents. Esmeralda's mistress, the surgeon, sorry, being more toward like near Corin, and your parents would be near the mountains on the kingdom side of the eastern front. Because they're in the mountains, and that's the only
Yep.
area where mountains are.
No, that's cool.
So if you just detour north before heading east, then
Conveniently,
Okay.
that's the direction where the action is.
yeah, also it's just geography, isn't it? Is what it is. Anyway, so you make your way north. You don't see as many now. A couple of days after the interaction with Leon, you don't see as many soldiers moving. It seems that whoever's left is, maintaining the fort as the forces gradually move eastwards for the full frontal assault. So eventually, you come across the inexplicably maintained manor that you have been before, where Brutus probably now lies. Harper, this place, with your divine leanings, reeks of undeath as you approach.
Ugh.
Hmm.
Ugh, this isn't where I'd go for a holiday.
Yeah,
I mean, it's okay.
I would say you get used to it, but you don't. You want to take point here, Esmeralda?
I knock the secret knock, and the door
One of-
opens.
one of the surgeons, say one of the surgeons' automata, like she isn't all of them, opens the door, skull levitating in the vat that makes up her head, ribcage visible, encased in crystal glass and coated in gold. Ah, Esmeralda. Your expression is
Greetings.
strange. You've made the choice then.
I have. I think it was the best choice for all of us.
Come in. It does nothing to discuss these businesses outside in the elements.
I wave everyone in with me.
As the door closes behind you, sealing you in the Lich's lair.
The gasp.
Very well then. What choice did you make?
We have decided to side against Prince Leon.
Interesting. I must say that is surprising.
I too was also surprised, but I could not live with myself if I allowed the Arcanum to have free reign across everything.
Your morals
Even
are still
if-
intact.
They did side with us and help us greatly.
Interesting. Well, what comes next for all of you then?
That is what we decide, and we are going to see his parents for some reason.
We need a safe place to lie low, regroup, heal up, and plan our next move. Right now, the only safe place I can think of is my village, which coincidentally is quite close to the Eastern Front. So we'll be able to then make a quick detour when we do have our plan.
Mistress, may I ask you a question?
You may.
What? Are you aware of what happened in the fortress?
The exact details, I am not. I did not have any of my automaton stationed there. But if what I assume happened, I can assume that now the reality of war has been made manifest. Sides have been chosen. Enemies have been eliminated.
Understood. Many souls
see-
will be lost here.
They will be. I will admit, though your tutelage has been an ongoing project of mine, I fear in this moment I need to concern my own safety over yours.
I understand, mistress.
So then why have you come here?
To mostly inform you of the decision that has been made, because it will affect both of us.
It will affect you more than it will affect me. In whatever world is to come, I will find my place, as I always have. This is not the first time I've seen a kingdom in this land collapse and rebuild itself. I have persisted for centuries. I will persist for centuries more.
But it is the first time that I have seen such a collapse, and I am learning from you and your actions.
You must find your own place in this world. If your goal is still to take my lead with your own instruction, your own twist on the ritual, then you will have to learn to do the same. You must choose between your own existence and the existence of that which you hold dear. I made my choice, and if I was capable of feeling regret, I still would not.
I understand, mistress. My decision has not changed, but my methods have altered slightly.
The form nods in front of you. You still have the secret to the ritual in your hands, something I have never trusted anyone in my existence with, because I believe that you have the potential that I had long ago. I trust you will use it well. Though I do trust you with one thing, which I have already said once. As she leans forward, her titanic automaton form bending down so that her eyes are on your level. If you are going to act, make sure you win.
Esmeralda just nods.
I am not picking a side. I am not picking a side for a very specific reason. And I hope that you do not learn the same lesson that I did.
Esmeralda nods again.
Very well. Unfortunately, if you have made yourselves enemies of a side in this war, I cannot permit any of you to stay. Esmeralda, as she hands you a sending stone, if you need to contact me, use this. But until this matter, this war, is resolved, do not come here again.
It was an honor working with you, mistress.
You're still working with me. Our relationship has just become slightly more complicated. As the door, on its own, magically swings open.
And I march us all out.
Knight hesitates for
Okay.
a moment. He's clearly got an idea in his head, but he discards it because he decides he can't trust this thing enough to ask the question. But I was weighing the pros and cons of asking about a scrying spell from her, but I don't trust her to give me accurate information.
She probably
Very
wouldn't.
well.
Well, you know, she
She
makes
had-
contracts, so I would have offered a deal, but
The deal would be your body
yeah.
and your soul, your immortal soul.
Yeah, would say.
Yeah.
Regardless, yeah.
Anyway, you guys begin the journey towards Timaeus' homeland.
We steal a wagon.
Which is she'll give you a wagon if nothing else. She has a wagon. As you begin your journey towards Timaeus' homeland, which is where we are going to end today's session.
Woo!
Woo.
I
Good
like
lord.
this. Okay, I don't care. It took a lot of effort and a lot of time, but finally we're in a campaign with a clear bad guy that we can go punch. I'm sick and tired of all this politics bullshit.
It made it worth it. It was worth it in the end.
I disagree. I prefer punching things.
Sourpuss. Sourpuss.
Uh-huh.
I love Leon, but I just hate all the political shit.
I hate
It's just
Leon.
like,
I think he's just. I think he's deluding himself into thinking he's a good person when all he was in the end was a rich kid who grew up thinking he knew how the world worked and then realized he had no fucking idea how the world worked and did not handle it well. I have no respect for him at all.
Oh.
Just for while we were at this place, by any chance, was Brutus in view?
Yeah, you actually do see a fairy automaton, both of its wings severed, nothing but bloody stumps, 2/3 of its body replaced with machinery, half its head missing, instead with metal plates stamped on the side, and one single metallic eye that still remains, having been replaced by foul machinery. And the only emotion that you can see radiating off of it is pain.
He's a Borg.
So I'm
He's a Borg.
assuming I don't see that, right?
You don't see that.
Good.
Harper does.
But
'cause,
okay, yeah, I'm gonna sort of stop and stare at him for a sort of unusually long amount of time, and sort of just after maybe a good 20 seconds, I sort of turn round and sort of mumble to myself, "Don't know what it is, but even though he just looks like half a person, something about him looks good."
Oh, good lord.
Trescendant.
That is
All
what
right,
we
and with that, I'm
end the
stopping the
session
recording.